Okay, Ryan, coming off a stacked UNF 28, we're going to break it down. I'm actually kind of super excited because of the guests that we have with us today.
Yeah, I mean, the guests are all right.
Are they guests at this point?
I mean, I guess. But they're decent guests. I wouldn't call them great guests. We'll see how this episode goes, and I'll reconsider and figure it out. But guess what? Our guest today, well, first let's intro a face that everyone's familiar with at UNF.
Yeah.
Coming off a dominant win at the last
Mr.
event.
Undeniable.
What's up, Diego? How you doing?
Good. Feeling great for my win.
I bet you are.
Always.
I'm loving your social media posts going at Axel.
That's so good.
Yeah. He came at you first, though, I think.
Yeah, he did it. I was trying to keep it respectful, you know?
Yeah.
It was a good fight.
But you're low-key a troll. Like, you're a tad bit of a troll, though.
Yeah.
I don't consider him a troll. I consider Diego, like, he just has that social media game. It's fun.
He is fun.
I just think, for me, like, where I come from, like, they if you get mad, you get a reaction out of people, and then people love that. So the first guy to get mad is like he's getting bullied. That whole fucking session.
Are you saying you bullied Axel Conrad? Is that what you're saying?
What else can you say?
We'll get into that. We'll get into that in a second. But our other guest,
The newest addition to the UNF team.
yeah, and he's gonna be helping me a lot with matchmaking, just everything that goes on with UNF. But fighters, instead of getting mad at me moving forward, you can start getting mad at Dylan.
We can split the blame now.
Yeah, that's
Dylan, our athlete relations manager.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to be here. Huge shout out to the Buckners. These guys are awesome. And also everybody behind the scenes just been super cool to me. And I'm just having a great time so far.
Not to blow his head up, but he was a big help his first week of working. And
Yeah, how was it your first
Blow
week?
my head up a little bit.
Wait, but fight week with a boxing event and an MMA event.
It was
What
awesome. I mean,
threw him straight into the fire.
Controlled chaos.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it because, I mean, we'll have probably double headers from here on out, but I think it's a good place to start. I can kind of go in the chaos, and I think it's a good place that I can get off running. And
Yeah, there's some twists and turns too in the night. You know what I mean? There's some really good things to talk about.
in and out of the cage.
Oh, in and out, that's for sure.
Let's start with the cage, inside the cage first, yeah?
Yeah.
You start with the good or you start with the bad? Which one are you supposed to start with?
I don't know. Where do you want to start, Diego?
Well,
You want to start with your fight?
Me personally, I wanted to talk about the outside of the cage.
Get the bad out of the way.
For a reason, I was present in both of them. I saw the whole thing.
Oh no.
Dude, yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. I know it's the fight game. I know that, they serve alcohol at the place, but some of those fans just, getting a little out of control, throwing blows inside, the event, which is just bullshit to me.
Yeah.
I just don't want that shit at our events.
I get there's alcohol involved, but I wish people realize these are also events people bring their families to. There's kids there, there's women there. And, I understand it, but I hope people could just see the bigger picture of if you're having a feud with someone, just maybe talk it out or just walk away for a second instead of causing this.
Well, I don't think these people realize, and tell me what your guys' take on it, also takes away from the fighters.
Yeah.
Right? That event is supposed to be, family friendly, safe environment for people to come. When idiots that are drinking too much in the crowd, start problems, they take away, from the fighters.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Go for it.
But I was just gonna add on that, I think that first big scrap in the crowd was the Parker Anthony fight, and that fight was amazing. And you're totally right. It might have pulled, you see the whole crowd pop and everybody sprinting. And if you're watching on the stream, personally, I might be a little more interested in what's going on back there,
No,
not
it was funny if you saw people posting on social media about the fight. They're going to the fight with the crowd.
They're going back and
cage,
forth.
this and that. Look, I don't want to give it too much credit. It just doesn't belong at UNF events. I don't want it. I don't think Ryan wants it. I don't think the fighters want it.
Going back at it, it's just for me the fact that there's a lot of kids watching.
Yeah. But
on the other side, as a fan, whether you want it or not, that brings a lot of energy. It might be a hot take to you guys, but it brings energy to the fighting game.
Yeah.
It's something controversial, but me personally, if there's kids, you should behave like an adult. But if there was no kids there, I feel like it just bring energy up.
I'm not perfect, right? So
yeah.
I get that. What really bothers me, though, is it is a family event. You see a bunch of kids there that are so excited to watch these fighters, look up to these fighters, and are having a good time. And something that breaks out, if it was my son, maybe that was close to fight, I'd get him and probably maybe take him out of there, right? Again, these things happen. I think people understand. I think from our point of view, it's just we want to try to limit or not have that stuff happen as much as possible, because there's a lot more cons and pros to those things happening.
Yeah, well,
It might be a little exciting. You get that, but there you go. We don't like that shit.
When it's adults only, then we'll let people fight in the crowds. But no,
Let them scrap. Let them scrap.
Yeah, let them go for it. No,
30 seconds bodies.
I was talking to one of the coaches that, you know, I really respect after, and we're actually talking about that. And he goes, you know, Chris, don't give it, you know, yeah, you guys do everything you can. You have lots of security. These things happen. These things even happen at UFC events.
Every UFC event, honestly, you see a video of like fans fighting.
Totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't want it at
Let's
UNF.
get into the more important stuff, the stuff that happened inside the cage. Diego, you steer the ship right now. You get us started. What fight do you want to talk about first?
Oh, I thought we were gonna start in order, but
No, there's no order, bro. We free flow around here.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Like, I got 2 fight of the nights. Yeah, for me, 2 picks. I got David Rojas versus
Tom Landeros. Yeah,
but that was a great fight to me. Like, if you see it, like, it was like around what? The match in total was like around 8 minutes, I think so. But it was 8 minutes of exchange.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you are a fighter, in order to do that, first of all, you need to practice that, which is really hard. Second of all, is if you don't got the cardio to keep it up, it's like it's gonna cook you. Like, it's gonna bring you out.
Yeah.
So that's the interesting part. For people, it might look like it wasn't like that, but it was just changing technique. And besides that, you gotta be reading your opponent next 3 moves. It's not only one. Once you read to that level, it's like 4 to 5 moves. You gotta read them.
So when you're fighting, because this is what I saw in that fight, is like it has to be a little bit more draining emotionally, even physically, because that fight, Tom was having his way, then David bounces back, then Tom starts having his way again. Yeah. You know, it wasn't like even the whole time to say. Both guys were having like moments. One guy was on top the whole time, then one guy was on the bottom.
Yeah.
Does that play a little more as a fighter, like mentally while you're fighting, right? When like he has top control, he's ground pound. Oh, you're switching around. Now you're dominating. It wasn't. I feel like it wasn't seesaw the whole time. I feel like either David was dominating or Tom was. You know what I mean?
I feel like as a fighter, it's really personal. It's really personal. Me, like, as soon as you step in that cage, it's like an interesting thing. You guys know I'm colorblind, so everything turns. No, like I'm. I
mean, we know you're colorblind.
I didn't know that.
Oh, dude,
yeah. Ask him what color the mic flag is.
Now I don't want to.
That shit looks purple, bro. But it's like going back to it. It's like I get in the flow, like in the flow state, and then everything turns great, and then I just. My body's moving by itself. I'm not even thinking, right?
It's all instinct.
It's all instinct, pretty much. But going back to the fight, David versus Landeros, if I don't know what they're going through, but if I had to guess or assume what they're thinking is like, what's the next move? What's the next move? What's the next move? You cannot settle for a split second. The moment you settle, that's when a good guy's gonna take advantage of that split seconds, and then he's gonna slowly start like creeping into a better position, slowly like that.
Yeah.
So it depends on the fighter, but that's my take.
Yeah.
What's your take, Dylan?
I mean, that was a great fight. I think there was that big knockdown that Tom had in the first round, and I feel like that was kind of a tone setter for the whole fight. I mean, Tom had pretty much the whole first round in that like top position, and then it was kind of second round flipped, like you guys were saying. It was never
Rojas was
Rojas was kind of top the whole time. But still, I think through that, I mean, those guys are both super tough guys. But I think that first big knockdown just kind of set the tone for the whole fight. And even when Rojas was on the top, it was, you know, I'm sure that's hard to forget about. So,
yeah, I thought it was a great fight. Definitely a back and forth battle. I mean, I think, you know, Tom has been out of the cage for almost eight years.
I believe 6 years.
Something like that.
8 or 6 or something.
Yeah. And I think this is tough for Rojas too. This is a tough loss, right? I mean, he just made his pro jump, and now he's 0-2. Super talented kid.
Something, if I can interrupt you, something me and you both said about Jason Jones when he was 0-3 or something like that. Best 0-3 fighter out there. I really think David Rojas is the best 0-2 pro out there right now.
Look, yeah, for sure.
Like, I really do.
There are some pros that have winning records that aren't even half the fighter that David Rojas is. David Rojas is a top-notch, great athlete. I think this was a great fight. This was great experience for him. I think, in my opinion, I see it a little different than you guys saw it. He just got caught, man.
Yeah.
Landeros, I think he was pounding. Landeros just caught him with that. I thought it was
pretty even. I mean, you gotta give Landeros that first round because of the knockdown, and
it was a
then
good fight.
He got on top of him, but the end of that round, David switched around and you saw that warrior spirit, and then he carried that momentum into the second round.
Absolutely.
Took him down, was landing more of the shots and stuff, and then, you know, but Tom's also a vet in the game. I know he's been out a while, but there was no ring rust there, if you ask me, because he was transitioning well. You know, it was like a chess match also with the guys. They're just
Yeah,
move
it's
for
pretty
move.
much a
You
chess
know what I
match.
mean?
Yeah.
And then I think Landeros at the end adjusted well with that ghillie, but it also fighter when you go for that ghillie. I don't want to sound rude, but that's like
Go ahead, sound rude.
that's like Hail Mary, especially in MMA. Like me, you ask me to go for a bottom submission, you're like, nah, you will never see me doing that just because of the fact I'm fighting gravity. I'm fighting gravity. And I got a grown ass man trying to fucking ground and pound me. So it just
You feel
natural.
like you're focused on like the sweep at that point more than a submission.
Yeah, so I would never I would go I use submission to like get on top and then improve my position. But going back also, there's got that knockdown, but if you see Rojas too was creeping like I called him poke damage because it adds up. It's like slowly you see Landeros was bleeding too. Like it was accumulating damage, and then that should be in consideration on the judges' score. Yeah. So it is a really close match. It is a really
great
close
fight.
It
Both
was
of
a
them
great
look
fight.
great.
Like, I loved it.
Let's go into the highlights real quick, Chris, and then Diego, I have a question for you after we watch these.
It's the knockdown you're talking about.
Yeah, that was fast too because they're 35ers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Ross getting some ground and pound, some good shots
Looked
right there.
good. They both looked really good.
I really loved this fight, bro. It was full on MMA. It was like you started striking. You were able
Striking,
to showcase
grappling,
everything, wrestling, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
The pressure and pace from both guys was good too. Like neither guy was really taking a step back. Both guys were pushing it to the limits.
Yeah, that was a crazy pace.
I feel like even after that knockdown, he sprung right back up. Like there was no hesitation in him at all to stay on the ground. Nothing. He got right back up, which I love.
Nope. That's why Ryan and I say this is the toughest sport out there, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can be dominating somebody, you just get caught.
That's the finishing guillotine right there.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, even from the highlights, you could tell it's just back and forth war. Great fight. Both guys high level. Gutted for David Rojas, but you gotta be happy for Tom too to go out there and be able to have that performance against Rojas. Diego, as a fighter, how's Rojas bounce back? Right? I mean, I don't think he has anything to be sad. As fighters and competitors, of course, you guys don't want to lose. And I, as a promoter, matchmaker, don't think he has anything to be sad about. We want to work with him. We think he has the brightest future in the world. But as a fighter, what does he have to do to kind of bounce back and get off the skid?
Well, I haven't been in that position yet, so.
Oh, you win all the time. Sorry.
No, it's
Mr.
not that.
Undefeated.
It's not that. What I'm trying to say is, like, I'm still an
You're asking
amateur.
him to give advice on something he doesn't know, Ryan.
Well, he's a fighter, I think. And even okay. So never mind. You have no input.
For me, my take is I'm still on the amateur. I'm still on the amateur circuit. And then he's a little bit more seasoned, so I'll actually go to him and ask him, "Yo, what's up? Like, can you help me out?"
All right. Well, you're a guy that maybe not in fighting, but you've took a lot of wins and losses in your life. How do you think David Ross needs to bounce back?
I think it's hard. I think this is a hard sport because in pro MMA, you are looked at by your record in some ways, unfortunately by the general public. But as a promotion, I look at David Rojas as a talented athlete who I will put on every single card that I think has a bright future. He's charismatic outside the cage, has a great following, and he's super duper talented. He just has to kind of get over his record, and he's got to work on these little flaws that he has to get in the winning column, I think. But, I think he just needs to keep his chin up, stay focused, get back to the grind. If this is what he wants to do, he's just got to go all in. In MMA, you cannot be halfway in. You've got to be all in to be successful. That's one thing I've learned from sitting down with all these athletes. And it's a tough thing to do.
No, definitely. Which I think he is. I think he's gonna turn that script around very soon here.
Look, he's been a day one UNF guy. So, I never wish one guy wins or whatever. Like, I'm very proud of Tom. He had a great performance. But Rojas has a special place in my heart. He's a day one with UNF. What was that, Diego?
I don't think he knows what that means.
I just call it
That's
cap.
what I was going to ask.
What?
You know what cap means?
Cat? Oh, like talking shit?
Like lying, right?
Are you saying I'm lying?
Yeah, he's like, I don't.
Who am I lying about? I'm lying about Rojas?
No, you said you're lying about you don't care who wins or not.
Listen, Diego, I don't. I really don't, because that would be really unfair. Like, I've had to, be like super neutral about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like,
look, one of my favorite people.
When your mom
one of
says
my
like she like got a favorite one.
I don't have a favorite. I love you all the same.
I love you all the
We
same.
know.
We know.
But you always
got
know.
it, right?
You always know.
No, this I can really kind of say.
Dylan's the least favorite child of his family.
Because you're the newest one, bro.
I've been friends with his dad 30 plus years, bro. So
Yeah, way back. Yeah.
That's like the type of friendship.
yeah.
I don't got 30 years of experience yet, though.
Go ask her about 30-year friendships. She has no idea.
And no, Diego, I'm not lying. So
It sucks though, as like us. Listen, you develop relationships with these guys, and like we love you, right? But like if you go fight, you get an L. I'm not saying anything, but you get L. We're gutted for you, right? We hate to see you guys lose, but we're also happy for the other guy that's putting in work and trying to, it just. I think that's what we love about the sport, because the stakes are so high and like there's so much like emotion and like all that stuff. But it's true. I'm always happy and sad for the guys in the fight. You know, it just is what it is.
It is a tough sport though. Like people, we're really vulnerable out there. Like
hell yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, like one guy is like on cloud nine and celebrating, and the other guy's crying on the corner, and then that just like shows you the duality of man.
But that's I think what makes the sport so great, at least for fans. Everyone's like it's everything riding on that one fight for that one night. You know what I mean? Like all money in. Let's see who comes out on top. And it's a lot. That's what he always said. It's the hardest sport and like most emotionally draining and all that stuff. But I think as a sport in general, right, it's the fastest growing sport, and there's so many fans now. It's people can feel that when they're watching it too.
Yeah. And I think there's also something to say based on all that, it's also the shortest span in any sport that an athlete gets to showcase their skills. You know, every other sport is an hour, 2 hours of games, and this is if it goes all the way, 6 minutes, 15 minutes, and it's just like it's such a short period to show skills that you've been training for so long. You know, some of these guys are having months and months and months of preparation for literally sometimes a minute of work. And there has to be something to say
as
about
one fight we had in the
10
fight,
seconds.
8 seconds. Yeah, wasn't it 8 seconds? Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Nah, I totally agree. All right, well, Dylan, now you take over. What fight are we going to talk about next? Any fight you want, go ahead.
Let's see. I mean, I think another amazing fight after that Tom fight was the Weddle Savak fight. Was just awesome.
Ooh.
Solid
Killer fight.
Yeah. Very solid
Wow,
fight.
good choice, Dylan. You know what you're talking
and a
about.
great matchup, by the way. You guys killed it on that. They're both just big physical guys. They're both good on the ground. Savak was killing it on the ground, and Weddle had some good reversals, but I think Savak pushed the pace for a lot of that fight, and I think that's kind of why, Weddle definitely showed his dangerous. I think we all saw Savak's eye after the fight.
I think that was from one off his back too. Like it was a back fist off his back.
Really?
That's yeah.
Yeah, one thing that I found, and maybe we should the highlight, Chris. Let's start with the highlight.
Diego, commentate this for us.
Boom. You just got to take the fuck out. Little homie going for it. One,
Boom,
two,
boom, ooh, ah. That's Diego's commentary, Ryan. Ooh, ooh.
It was a great fight. It was.
This one was like just warrior spirit from both guys too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
The thing that I'm worried is like how they didn't stop Sevak, especially because it's the Amis. Like.
Well, no, I think he got that in the. So if you rewatch the
late.
fight, the start of the second round, his eye isn't like that.
Yeah.
I think it was when Savak was on top in the third round. Weddle like puts a lot of power behind a back fist. I think that's what catches him.
yeah.
That was slick. Like
Right
moments
there.
like that were.
Oof.
Listen,
Yeah, I think one of those.
I think what we all really need to see is, does this look like a quote unquote amateur fight?
No,
No.
not at all.
Not at all.
Nah,
Not
not
at
at all. That just goes to show the talent in the Rising Stars division, Ryan, that you've built. Like these guys are just top notch. You cannot tell the difference between these guys are pros. One thing I want to shout out, because you guys know Armenians roll with the Armenians,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And Weddle came up after he lost his fight, was talking to me, and there was an Armenian guy sitting at the VIP tables, and Weddle's like, hey, sorry about that, and my performance is that. It was really cool because one of the Armenian fans go, look, brother, you've got nothing to be disappointed. You fought your hat. You look freaking amazing. That was one of the best fights I've ever seen.
That's got to be the best compliment from the best person at that moment.
Yeah, look, and he kind of lit up and he's like, yeah, well, thank you. And I'm like telling him, like, bro, don't even sweat the record. You got in there, you entertained the fans, you had a great freaking performance.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think both guys just listen, those are two of the top rising stars. And they're both, I think they were both down for a good scrap. And then, at the end of the day, though, like both guys were in bad positions. Both guys could have, they had a way out to quit or anything, but until they both showed up, they were both warriors and delivered a fucking hell of a
You
fight.
see some fighters, especially in the Rising Stars division, they get a cut and they get all freaked out. This time, Sevak's eye was freaking closed and he's just like, pointing in the right direction.
It was the same as the first two rounds. Yeah.
Like there was no quitting this kid. And how old is Sevak? Like,
I think he's 20, 19 or 20.
19.
Which is crazy. He doesn't have like adult strength yet. He's still a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hey, but that's also like the gaming stepping up. Like, I'll confidently say that we as the new gens will respectfully I respect all like the oldest fighters because they pave our way. But if we were to fight right now, there's no way they stand a chance against us because we can strike, we can grapple, we can like.
So like, who from the old fighters can you mess up right now? Like someone who's in the UFC.
In the UFC,
Like you're saying, like the older school fighters. Like who?
like the oldest, put me against anyone. They're like they're
Give me a
not-
name. I want to see what the internet thinks about this.
Well, okay, let's go against Diego Sanchez. I'll fucking Diego Sanchez.
Diego
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Like, and then especially because I'm not as emotional as him, too. Like, I'm like in control of my emotions, or I'm not even in control. I just completely shut down the whole day. I'm like, with the just autopilot. But yeah, I'll fucking whoop him. Like,
Honestly,
Diego Sanchez, you heard it here. Diego Sanchez calls out.
Diego Sanchez versus Diego Sanchez.
I love it. We should book that.
Yeah.
I was wondering when you're talking about the mindset like that, is that like a conscious effort that you have to put in to put yourself into that mindset, or do you feel like you wake up that morning and you're just locked into that kind of feeling?
oh, initially it was it's something that I had to get comfortable with. It's like, I never felt it before, but it's something that I started like experiencing, like doing jiu-jitsu competitions. So I was feeling jittery, buttery, and like you can see my style. I'm like rushing all the time, but like on my third match, I will be gassed out because I'm always pushing and I'm like jitters. So I just slowly started like getting used to that, and then now my body just.
Yeah.
I call it a shutdown because people always calling me, sending me messages, and I'm like, bro, don't text me right now. Like respectfully, don't text me right now.
That's so much
It's
energy. Like,
so I just put my phone in do not disturb. Don't text me, and then I'm just listening to music, and then once I step in, like my body's relaxed, calm.
Yeah, but you've recently evolved, in my opinion, because I again just rewatched you versus Jason Jones fight.
Yeah,
You looked very different in your fight against Axel Conrad on Saturday than you did in your Jason Jones fight. You look like a different fighter to me. Just the way you reacted, just the way you were handling things.
I'm always getting better. Like I'm always getting better. Like a week from now, I'll be better too. There's something that I noticed. It's just I just get better, and then it just effortlessly. But I need to train. If I'm not training, I don't get better. Like it actually goes down. So I need to be consistently
stay
training.
consistent.
Yeah, it just became a habit now.
So what's next for Sevok? What's next for Alexander Weddle?
I mean, Sevok's been pretty active. I think, he has that little, I think it's probably just a bruised eye, but he should probably take a little bit of a break. I mean, I'll probably fight early next year, first quarter next year, January, February, March. I mean, and we just had another 170 title fight we'll talk about, but I mean, beating someone like Weddle, one more fight, maybe a title shot, But I think he's young. I think there's no rush to go pro. I think he's already fought different styles. He's getting a lot of ring experience or cage experience right now. So just staying active as you can, keep being consistent, working on the skills, and opportunities will come for Weddle. Axel Conrad, not Axel Conrad, Alexander Weddle. That's what I want to match him up with next. I was thinking Alexander Weddle versus Axel Conrad could be a kind of good fight for both those guys next.
Nice.
That's actually a great
think
fight.
that's a great matchup.
Dylan kind of. I was thinking why he said it to me. It was the funniest thing. I was like, well, we're gonna work good together on the
We're
match.
reading each other's minds back there. Yeah.
But I think both guys coming off of L, both guys have experience. Both guys probably want to go pro soon. I think it's a good test for both guys.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
I think it's a great matchup. It's basically they got similar styles, same body type as well.
Exactly.
So it's a match. It's gonna be really hard to like say who's gonna win. You're gonna have to like go to matches before and then trying to see who's gonna win. But that's a great matchup actually. Damn, you're doing your job, Ryan.
Dylan.
Ryan and Dylan. Woo. Top-notch match, man.
Yeah, so
I say Ryan because then I can blame him.
Yeah.
He can take all the blame
bro,
too.
this is why Dylan's here now. I don't want to get blamed anymore. Okay, so
Get used to it.
do
dog.
we all agree that was that the fight of the night though? Sevok versus Alexander Weddle. My vote is yes.
Contender.
I'm going yes.
I think I
Contender.
agree. Yeah.
I'm leaning that way too. But then, you brought us some really good points about Tom Laderos and David Ross too.
That was a battle.
And that was a great match. But it's just because I'm a nerd and I like the technique. But if you want like from an entertainment point,
It's a good point.
yeah, like Weddle and Sevak were going to war. Like they were going to war. You saw blood. You saw like a bit. They were going like there was action.
Yeah.
So what does make fight of the night? Like, Diego brings up some interesting points. Is it the one that's most entertaining, filled with the most skill? What makes
It's
fight of the night?
combination of all of it.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
but it's also like, okay, so we'll get into this fight next, okay, because I think it's a good example. Like, if those heavyweights fought like that for the whole fight, that would have been fight night, right?
That was
the
I
most
would love to
technical.
talk
But
about that
when you're
fight, yeah.
watching that, that is the most entertaining fight of the night. If it could go the whole time like that, you know?
Absolutely.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was nuts.
There's
Honestly,
a lot to
I
talk
have,
about this night.
I need to say something. Headbutts are illegal for a reason. And I'm not gonna say I was a scumbag. I saw him like, whoa, this is crazy. I watched it again. But that was crazy that I did get like stopped for a second.
I
and say,
can't
hey,
believe
go
it didn't
headbutt
get
him.
timed out at all.
Yeah.
Like, let alone like DQ'd maybe even. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like 3 gnarly headbutts
Well,
back
Chris,
to back.
Yeah, Chris, show us the replay, bro. Hopefully this replay has it. This is show that again. 1.
Oh, it's only showed one. There was like 2 or 3.
Oh, dude, these guys were
Dude,
monsters.
Tehran
so good.
shot out of a cannon when that fucking bell started. Look at him.
I-
I thought they were gonna slam through the fucking cage wall. I swear.
Just break
I
it.
mean,
Dude,
have
but
you-
you got to give it to Tehran. Really, he owned that first round.
Yeah,
But second
absolutely.
round, Tristan
he
was
turned it
was
around,
putting
yeah.
it on him.
You got his back.
It was such a good
ground and
fight.
pound, yeah.
I feel like watching kaiju's fight.
Yeah,
like,
Whoa.
and then the maybe
That
it
was
doesn't
great.
it doesn't sound
Yeah.
like it doesn't sound like it.
If you
but
heard the noise
impact-
in the crowd, no, when he did that, when
It
you heard
was
the noise in the crowd
ridiculous, yeah.
went nuts when he did that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
totally. I
went
mean,
back of the head, but yeah.
exactly what you were saying. Of course, we don't want illegal strikes, but you gotta love the grit from that guy. Like he's
He
in.
just wanted to
he's
Chris,
finish.
show those headbutts again, bro.
He's in top
Show those
position. I
headbutts
think
again.
he has both of his hands in like overhooks.
Yeah, look.
And he's like,
Fuck it, I gotta do something.
We all was like,
we
fuck
all
it, we
heard him at the
ball.
weigh-in.
Exactly.
We all heard what he said at the weigh-in.
street fight right there.
He was telling us at the weigh-in. I think somebody asked him, "What's your plan, or what do you want to do?" He just said, "I'm going to smash."
I'm going to smash.
He's there. He doesn't have his hands available, and he smashes with what he has, which was his head.
Yeah, but the look on Tehran's face, even at weigh-ins, he just had that stare,
He was
like
locked
that
in, yeah.
scary,
Absolutely.
scary look.
I have a personal. I went to KD. That was the first time I saw him. I went to KD MMA, and I see that guy. I'm like, damn! Like, you see this guy like this.
Totally.
He's like the
He's got
Madden
no
force
neck.
it. And he's like,
But he's a super
Look at-
nice guy.
he is,
he's
but
really
it was
nice.
intimidating.
Super
I
nice
saw
guy.
his eye, I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to fight you, guy.
Yeah. Shout out to him showing up with the Bo Jackson jersey. By the way, great,
Yeah.
great pick on his end.
Dude, he looked just like a monster.
I think that
that
first
was a
round,
great
he
fight.
really he went for it right away, and then. But shout out to Tristan again, because to withstand that storm, withstand the headbutts, and just stay in the fight with.
Yeah.
Because okay, whatever the headbutts, and he went crazy. Tehran was landing on his chin. Tehran was landing good
Yes.
shots, and those shots you could tell had a lot of power. And he just stood in the fight, started changing the tie for his turn, and then a couple shots to the back of the head, ended up making the fight a no contest.
Yeah.
So, Dylan, do we have to rebook that fight?
I think 100%. I don't know if there's a single person in that building that doesn't want to see them finish that fight, or not that it doesn't look like it would go to a third round, but I
Well,
think everybody wants to see that third round.
Ryan, I think you need to make the call because Tristan's people that night walk out of the cage. They said they wanted the rematch.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
Gotta love Warriors, man. I don't know if I would want no. I'm
Yeah,
saying
that's
Tristan
such
could
a
win, but like
dangerous fight.
just the amount of shots. But hey, this is why they do it. This is why
But
they're the
Tristan
Warriors.
looked
They love this
good.
shit. I love it. Yeah.
They both looked really good. I mean, just super great brawl.
Yeah, and that's got to be tough. I mean, we were talking about how he came back in that second round. It's got to be rough when you get headbutted like that. You know that's illegal, and you can't act on it or be upset about it. The ref says nothing about it, so you can't if you break your focus for a second to be like, why did that happen? You're gonna punch in your face again, and then you're gonna lose the fight.
Exactly.
So the fact that he locked in and didn't protest it or get upset about it at all is also a big testament to his mental resilience.
But
and-
I've seen people get upset or pissed at the ref, and all it does is throw them off.
Yeah.
So smart, focused people don't even let it bother them. Let the ref do their job. And again, the refs aren't perfect. They don't see everything. They can't always react to everything perfectly.
No, for sure. I mean, that one looked like just looked like it was
It
like
was
plain
hard to
view
miss.
right at top. But I think we got to make that one, run that one back. I think both guys kind of want that back.
Yeah, I think they both said
Because
it.
I think I think Tehran was gassing, but he still kind of had his way while the fight was there. And then as Tristan, you're like, oh, I took his best shit and I'm still here. Like,
Yeah.
I got that. You know what I mean? So that'll be a good one. I think both guys would be confident going into it.
Yeah, and they both
That'd be
got a
fun.
little like a glimpse at what each other has, and they can kind of
we need to make more heavyweight fights.
totally. We need more.
But it's so hard to get
There's
heavyweights.
barely any.
So tough.
Well,
Because
there's-
the reality of the thing is like heavyweights, they all go out of football. Like, why would if I'm gonna get CTE, let me get paid well for it.
You got a good point, Diego.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really hard to get heavyweights. It's
Yeah.
really hard. Like,
yeah, no, we've tried and there's here and there, but it's not like 145, 155, 170, 135, like unlimited fighters almost. And then the heavier and flyweight too, but it just
25 is
dwindles.
hard to get.
25, our 25 division is actually looking really fun right now
Yeah,
for
we
the
have a good
flyweights.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the 25 or what? Like, because I also
well,
want to
which
ask who are the
25? Because we had
contenders.
2 really good moments at 20 at the weight class of the flyweight weight class on this event. We're gonna talk about championship fight or the Anderson Silva front kick. Which one you guys want to talk about?
I think we got to
Let's
start with that one. Yeah,
Oh, but that one hurts
It's
my heart.
brutal, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
Shout out to Danny. I love Danny. And also shout out to Yassine. We had him on. We FaceTimed him in for when we were reviewing the card.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck, man, I haven't got my hammer. He's like, UNF, I'm going to get my interview. I'm going to do it.
He
And when
goes,
you hear
I
him-
want my trophy.
and when you hear him say that, you're just like, damn, you root for the guy. But then he's fighting Danny Labastida. You're like, fuck, you also got to root for Danny.
Yeah, it's hard to pick. Yeah,
But it's tough for Danny, but also you've seen the resiliency to be down 2 rounds, knowing you have to get it finished and going in there and just doing it.
Yeah.
What I loved about Yassine, like his after fight interview with the Schmo, I think it was Schmo or Ray, sorry, but he was just like, I knew I was down 2 rounds. I knew what I
Yeah.
needed
He
to do.
said it
There
would
was
be
no
ignorant
like,
if you didn't admit
there
it.
was no cap to Yassine, right? I mean, he
There
was
we go.
just straight up saying, I was losing. I know
There you
I
go,
needed to do
Ugg.
something. I know I needed to do something drastic, and he freaking did.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know how good Daniel is, his ground game is, and for him to be in round 1 and round 2, and I think it was like, at least a minute in both rounds where he has Daniel on his back, hunting for a submission, and he's able to get out of that and prosper. I think it's another testament to how strong his mental is.
And I
Too.
also think, just to give you even some more props, is like his last fight getting caught the way he did and being able to
Totally.
bounce back like this.
Yeah.
Again, feeling like maybe you're.
Well-
I'm not gonna say he was getting dominant, but again, you're down 2 rounds. Your last fight, you just got clipped. Like
He
everything
got
could be-
clipped. He went viral. What's crazy? He went viral.
That was that was
And
KO
now
of the night,
he's
right?
going viral.
Yeah.
It's like the Jason Jones thing. Jason Jones got knocked down, went viral. Then he got Sevak and went viral. Like,
I wonder if
MMA match just does not work out too. It's the craziest thing in the world.
yeah.
I wonder if he thought about that. If he's like, man, now I gotta perform now. Like I gotta go
Well,
from.
you got to
from-
be honest with yourself, right? Nobody wants to go viral getting knocked out, right? That's got to like negatively impact your ego a little bit,
Yeah.
and you want to get that back. I
Not
mean,
just your ego, your whole soul. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I
it's
love.
more.
He hopped on the mic. He's like, all my rematches, I want that back.
I
Y'all
love
are
that.
some boring fighters. I came and watch your tape. I'm like,
He said he
all right.
turns off the film 1 minute in.
loved it.
What'd you think about the fight though overall? Diego?
Let me start with Lawasita was doing. I really love when fighters do. Let's say like I have a weak spot, and then people can exploit it, but also I can force you into my game, into my world. That's what he was doing. He went and then he was putting that grappling pressure.
Yeah.
People don't understand that, but when you have a grown ass man trying to like handle you just grappling, that shit is exhausting. That's one of the worst feelings. And Lavostita was imposing his will first and second round. He got like a couple single legs. There were some exchanges were like a little risky because those high kicks.
He had 2 great high kicks before
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
final one. He had 2
Yeah.
great that connected right
he got
after each
connected
other.
right. He
Right
was-
after each other, yeah.
The only thing that Seven he was stopping the momentum with the same level change, but that's like a high risk, low reward type of takedown.
Yeah.
But then that Michael Jackson kick, just
Well,
Ma-
let's watch this. And it was a beautiful knockout. I hate seeing Danny like that. But this is one of those fights too. I really like both guys. It's like, oh, it sucks. Someone has to lose.
But this again was another good fight.
Yeah,
Amazing.
You
was
know
a
what I
great-
mean?
it
It's
was
another good
Yeah.
fight.
There was not a
The
single
skill
boring
that both
moment
of
the
these
whole-
guys showed.
Lavasita reminds me of a smaller Pantoja.
Yeah.
Like it's like the way he goes forward is like a little goofy,
super
but,
well rounded. Yeah.
but like he always gets what he wants.
Yeah.
You see?
Like the
Yeah.
2 hooks and just
Yeah.
dives back in. His
Yeah.
pace is insane.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think that hurt Danny a little bit.
yeah,
right
you see
there.
that-
those
that's
2
the
back
key.
to back,
Yeah.
they both
Yeah.
connected.
yeah.
But look, Danny's gonna probably finish his takedown right here.
Yep.
Yeah,
And he does.
Still gets it.
Danny has will, man. Like
Dude,
Danny, no
Aharon.
But you seen too right there. I think he was doing great and surviving. That's a skill by itself. It's really hard to praise it because you're surviving, but it's really hard.
That was a nasty shot. Though. You got to give it to Yassine.
Yassine, that was a crazy.
Chucks
kick.
the mouth guard.
Let's say, but you got. I can
but
only
I think
imagine.
he had
That
so
was a
much
great
built
fight.
up
That's also
inside of
good,
him.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't like to be on the losing end. He takes the shit so serious. He's another fighter whose record does not reflect how good he really is. Same thing with Danny.
Yeah. No.
Same thing.
You can.
100%.
That fight didn't look like amateurs. to me.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like, it sucks because amateurs is about experience. I'm sure Danny's, he had a lot of good to take away from that fight, but like, it just sucks to lose, probably beating himself up. But again, these are like almost pro level fights. You're gaining that experience. You guys make sure or do whatever you can to make sure that doesn't happen again, type of thing.
Hey, but that type of kick, like, how can you predict it?
Can you? I don't know. You tell me.
No. Like, how can you predict it? You can be as ready as you want, and then,
Yeah, because it's right up the middle. You think it's more of a team too than coming up to your.
It's a toe kick. It's a toe kick. You're not actually pushing. You're flicking up, and then you're dead ass getting knocked out by your pinky toe, like the fucking fat ass toe, and then because of the way that it's flicking up, makes your brain shakes.
Mm.
So
Yeah, because he didn't go out cold, but he was like,
out.
it was out for a sec, and then he was like, damn.
Yeah, but what I love
he
is
was out cold.
Was he out cold? He didn't
no,
look
he
cold.
was for a second. Then
He was
I think
smiling
it was
though.
a
Yeah,
flash
right.
knockout
Right when the
kinda.
ref comes over to him, he's smiling right away. Which
Right.
I
It was
That's
just like
one thing.
It was just like Toy Story.
Well,
He felt like little
Toy
toys.
Story.
Right?
The other thing
Andy's
too,
coming.
and you'll never hear this from Danny. Like one of his last fights, he had just lost his dad 2 weeks before. I think he lost one of his best friends like a couple weeks before this fight too, because I saw some posts and things like that. But Danny's the type, he'll never show it. He'll never pull out of a fight. But I know that he's been dealing with a lot of stuff. So
I didn't know about all that, but I think that's even. I was going to bring this
Crazier.
up anyways, but he is maybe the most composed guy I've seen at these events. Like,
Yeah.
he could knock a guy out, he could submit a guy, and he will have the same face as when he's staring the guy down at the beginning of the fight.
he just, you know what, Danny is just one of those really good, pure human beings too, right? He really is. It's not an act. Danny is who Danny is. Like at the event, like somebody was supposed to be there, one of his friends, they weren't coming, and he had an extra bagel. He's like, who can I give this extra bagel to? I want to make
That's
sure
right, yeah.
they'll give it to somebody. That is just truly who Danny Labastide is. He's not putting on a show. He's not putting on an act. Really good, genuine human being. Yeah. So that's why, when you say, I don't have it personally, my heart goes out to Danny because I'm very connected to him.
That's
but
why I call Cap.
no, but
honestly, I'll tell you at the same time, he's very
you
happy
need
for
you
your
go fuck yourself, Diego. No, it's professional and personally, right? Professionally, I don't root for anybody. Personally, in my heart, I can have, a different relationship with different people.
Yeah,
Danny just holds a
100%.
special place.
But shout out to Danny.
I didn't mean that, by the way.
Yeah, no,
I still love you, Diego.
You're feeling comfortable now.
You're about to suplex him one time.
You're not going to Jason Jones me, bro. Come on.
But yeah, shout out Lavasita. That was one, like, going back to it. You see, the new gen is not compared to the older ones. We're just getting better.
Yeah,
that fight was just like that.
Yeah. Well, Danny will be back, but let's talk about Yassine real quick then.
Yeah.
Again, Danny's record doesn't show how good he is. I think he's one of the top in the state, and
Facts.
no matter how the fight went before that, Yassine ended up getting a really nice finish, and it went. What's next for? What do you guys think is next for Yassine?
Oh, let me ask you guys, because the 25ers looks a little bit since Parget left, it became these like.
No, but listen, Jose Hernandez made a statement his last fight.
Yeah.
Jose is on the top of that thing right now.
Yeah, but exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But hear me out. You're familiar. Let me just give you. So now you got Yassine back in the mix. Elijah Duke, who ended up catching Yassine before, but now Yassine has that momentum back doing that to Danny. Mm-hmm. And then Edward Zarabin, who's been undefeated on a tear too, who has great striking. So those four, there's some fun matchups to make between those four.
Is there any interest in a rematch with Elijah, you think? Or
I think Yassine wants
for sure.
Yeah, Yassine wants it. I haven't talked to Elijah's team about that.
It seems like Yassine wants all the smoke, to be honest with you. That's why he's talking.
Out of all of them, you think that's the one he's got to get back, or what?
Shocked how big Elisha is.
Yeah, he's huge for 125.
I'm like, bro, what?
Chris, let's make a clip out of this. Why don't we do let's send an invitation to those four guys for a 4-man tournament.
Yeah.
We'll do a drawing.
Yeah.
Whoever draws who, Jose might be going pro too. We got to figure it out. But if we could do a 4-man tournament with those four, that would be good.
You should do that for 55. That's where we are right now.
Yeah, come on, Ryan.
Hey, you gotta do it so I can blame you.
Tell me you can make 55 right now, and we'll start working on that match.
With a 10-week camp, I can.
Okay. Well, end of January, bro.
Yeah, but I need to stop working my blue collar yet.
I feel you.
What's crazy about 25? These are all strikers,
Yeah.
right? All the top guys, strikers.
Yeah.
Super entertaining.
That's a great fight.
I mean, I don't know about Jose anymore. That was a sick. Like, I mean, he just.
Yeah.
He's really improved.
But he's just a striker at heart.
Yeah, no, he is. He is.
He's just.
I remember my first time fighting. We were in the same corner.
Yeah.
And I saw him strike. I was like, I really like that type of striking. In, out, side, side.
But he was on a skid for a while there too, right? Where he had a couple losses fighting all tough guys, and now look at him. You know what I mean?
UNF champ,
it's really flipped his confidence, and he's just, I don't know, he's just a different animal now.
That's that's for you, Ryan. Since you too now. It put you in this interesting situation. You got 25, regardless of the outcome. Like right now, I feel like besides the champ, everyone needs one more match to get the title shot. Right, like that's the most. Cause if you see Elijah just like you seen out, just look Labusita out. Labusita's really good too.
Yeah.
And the other guy you mentioned, I haven't seen him fight. So
Edwards Robert, he trains a Matador here and there.
I'm bad with names. I
It's
guess
okay.
CTE.
We call him they call him the Armenian Bruce Lee.
The Armenian Bruce Lee.
Oh, it's okay. You don't need to know. Fine. He's also in the mix. 3-0.
But in order to get a match, I feel like all of them need one more match and see like who's next to contender. And then like you're mentioning 4, and then whoever of those 4 you win, you got one more matchup to see who's facing Jose. You know what I mean.
I personally think Jose is going to go pro. That's what I'm feeling. I don't know that, but I think he's going to go pro, and then I think that division.
He's young too, right? Like 20,
mid-20s, right?
Jose is like 23.
Yeah,
24.
He's still young.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's like as long as you've had the experience and you've been training a long time, that's like 24, 25, 26 is a good.
8 AMI fights, like that.
I think
So
he's 5-3 now or something like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, no, 8 AMI fights. But again, I think it's an experience, and then I don't think people got to rush going pro, because I do think if you're treating your body right, you put everything in place, a nutritionist, certain things where you're kind of lessening the chances of getting injured by your nutrition, your health, the way you're training it. You got everything dialed in. You really only need like a 1.5 year, 2-year run to maybe make it to the big show if you could go undefeated and get some finishes and do that stuff. I think a lot of guys rush going pro, and it's actually a downfall on their part.
Yeah, 100%.
it's true. Especially when you go pro, your record matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much nowadays, in my opinion.
A little too much. Bro, Rampage Jackson fought like how many? 12 times in a year? On his prime, I was like, damn.
12 times a year is nuts.
Yeah.
It's hard for us to do 12 events in a year. We're fighting 12 times a year.
I will say, I'll be doing a fight every month. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Nah.
Oh, well, you said you wanted a title shot at 55. That's what you were just saying to me? Who would you want to fight for the title? Since we were talking about it.
Anyway, I really don't know who's in contender. Like 55, you got Brendan. He just came off of a win. You got.
I'll tell you the 3 off my head: Rafael Katikyan,
Raf,
Eddie, Edgar. But I know you guys cross train at KD, so let's forget those 2 guys right now. Rawson Reddick and Brendan Farnsworth will be the next 2. I think Brendan's 5-1 and Rawson's 3-0.
Make it a fucking Grand Prix.
I like it, Diego.
I feel like that's
the most fair way. Like, let's just do it. Let's throw the best 4 most deserving guys in there and see what happens. Yeah, I love that.
And also it makes it easy. If you think about it just by numbers, I'm thinking about numbers, events you gotta do, and then like the matchup, and see if we can like match, if you can match those possible matchups later on. So that we're talking about like what, 7 events?
No, 2.
No, what do you mean 2?
We're only gonna do 4. We're gonna do 4 fighters.
There's 5 contenders.
No, there's 4. Why 5?
You didn't say 4? Brandon?
No, we're
5, sorry?
we'll do 4 because 5 makes it just an odd number. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So we'll have to limit it down to the 4. So you plus 3. 1 event, all 4 fighters fight. 2 versus 2.
No, but
winners.
What I meant was like if you do it individually without the Grand Prix, it's gonna like take you a whole year to make it happen.
No, for sure. Well, me and Dylan right now are working on a new ranking system for all the Rising Stars. So we're gonna come up with the top 4 55ers, and maybe we'll put that in play.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
Oh, I
you
can't wait
should-
to see the hate that you guys
that's
get. Why is this guy ranked over me? Why this? Like, I was catching so much shit the way it's from Edgar, just because I talking nice about Mark Reels, right? Hey, I think he's going to surprise me. I think he's going to do well. I wasn't even talking about Raphael at all, like
that
in a bad
interaction
way.
you guys had was
And
hilarious.
Edgar like misconstrued that I was, like talking shit in a
Well, I
way.
agree. If you don't say him and his team are the best fighters in the world, he's gonna get mad at you.
Yeah.
Hey, but that'll be a great Grand Prix to put all the top, your top winning 55ers, and then you're gonna have for sure. You're gonna have war.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of clips. You're gonna have like entertaining match, and then I'm telling you, we're the new generation. You're gonna see like some crazy shit going on.
No, for sure.
Already seeing
Already
it.
seeing
Yeah.
it.
Already seeing it.
All right. Well, let's get to the next fight. Another flyweight bout. Main event of the night. Giovanni Vasquez retains his title versus Narek Avagian. Well, what's there left to say? I mean, listen. First, I'll start with Narek. Has a lot of heart. He came to fight, but Gianni was just a better man. I think 2 times they fought now. Gianni is the better man, and Gianni deserves a UFC contract. I don't know what else he has to do to get there.
Absolutely.
Although I do love him fighting under the UNF umbrella, and I would keep him forever. But for his career
deserves
and what he deserves, he should be getting the call to the UFC.
Well, listen, I think, Diego, we like to use the word undeniable, right? I think Gianni is undeniable at this point.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
really, I have to say that I was surprised a little bit. I really favored Gianni for this fight, to be honest with you, but he utterly destroyed Narek this
That
time.
was-
Yeah, he was a step
He
ahead.
sent a
A
message
step ahead in everything.
every aspect.
And then just the way he ended with that flag D is just like, okay, come on. That was just
It's awesome.
Bro,
was
you
just
gotta love our
one-sided.
social media team. Catching that stuff, posting that like that
Killing
flying
it.
knee,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my God.
I remember I left because I had I drank a lemonade, like the Minute Maid, and my heart was burning. I was fuck.
he had the least sense of
Yeah,
heartburn.
Wait. This guy gets in the cage and fights men and doesn't get stopped. He's
No
like,
heartburn.
The minute man takes him down.
fucking
I'm like
eliminated,
dying for like
has
40
to run out.
Yeah, I was like dying for 40 minutes. My
Oh
homies
my
are taking
God,
like they're
Diego.
dragging me out. But I go to my car, open up my Instagram, and I see the fucking flying knee. I'm like, bro, I lost it. How did I lose it?
Yeah.
But I went back home and saw the whole replay. I was like, that was just one sided.
Yeah, it was a dominant fight. It really was. And I think it meant a lot too, because in that first fight, he gets to finish him with the body. Second fight, he gets to finish him to the head with his crazy knee. I think that, Narek's such a tough guy, so it means even more because he's such a warrior. So to be able to finish him in those 2 different ways is just means so
But did
much.
Gianni look, the word that comes to mind, fierce in there? He just looked like fierce, like
It's-
a lion attacking his prey.
I feel like going back to what you were just saying about being like 4 or 5 steps ahead, it felt like he knew those 4 or 5 steps at every point in that fight. He was ahead and could almost know what was just about to happen.
I'm geeking out over this because, again, I've always been a fan of Gianni's. I thought he's always looked good. I've always thought he looks dialed in.
Yeah.
He looked on a whole nother level
So
this
sharp.
fight to me.
So
He looked like a showman. He looked so dialed in.
so technically.
No, it really was just like, Dana White, are you watching me? I'm going to put this show on for you. That's the vibe I got.
I mean, it's also like, let's just talk about the run. I think he's undefeated in his last 5, I believe. Some really good names on that list. I mean, one notable one, this is a while ago, but Narek Avagian twice, number 1. Tough, as good as it gets on the regional scene. He's fought Trevor Wells, who fought, I believe, like a Dagestani fighter on the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
And it was like a split decision, a really, really close
Yeah.
fight. And this guy
Yeah.
was already in the UFC. And then Gianni fights Trevor Wells, and so much love for Trevor Wells. I think he's a great fighter, but again, shows the level in that fight too. So it's like, what else does Gianni have to do to get a call?
I don't know, man.
Because now
Hey,
he's,
how
Why
about
don't you call
guys
Uncle
bring
Dana, bro?
How about you guys bring if Dana doesn't call it, bring a UFC guy like someone who just got kicked up for the UFC.
Yeah.
And then I don't see Gianni anytime lose. Like he's putting that nickname Kryptonita out there. Like there's he's your kryptonite. He's gonna piece you apart. He's gonna
I think
like
John
down
King
you.
said it the best, right? When he talked about kryptonite.
he can
you know?
out jujitsu the jujitsu guys. He can out strike the strikers. He can out wrestle the wrestlers. Like, no, he's really well rounded. And this is that new generation of fighter. I mean, listen, he doesn't have the most unblemished record. I mean, earlier in his career, he had some losses, but now this form of Gianni, I really believe he could compete with the best in the world
I do too.
100%.
and beat some of them. Maybe beat all of them. Who knows? But like, because Gianni, his pace is insane. You never see him get tired. His chin is insane, and then he's well rounded. He's great everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
his
and we're
moves.
blessed to have him under the UNF banner right now. But the guy should be fighting the best guys in the world.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else for him. here, like respect.
Yeah.
There's like,
Yeah.
what else can he do? Like,
Listen, he could keep defending his throne, but
yeah.
I think he's proved that he deserves. Right now, listen, the UFC is the NBA and the NFL, where the best of the best are going to be competing right now. He deserves to be there.
Yeah.
And even John King on the broadcast said he doesn't even need the contender series. Sign him up. Give him a top 15 fighter right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can deal with it.
I think that's the
He's
best
ready.
test to,
Yeah.
you know, I think we all think he can do it. And I think throwing him in like that is the best way to do it. I mean,
And he
like,
knows
can
he's
handle
ready
it.
too. That's the best part.
His
like,
mindset is so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I saw in him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope he gets that call.
Yeah.
What a good representation of
Deserves
UNF
it.
for him being our champ too. Grateful that Gianni's been our champ. And hey, if he doesn't get the call, we'll be, we'll keep having
Yeah, but at this point, it's kind of criminal if he doesn't get.
No, I know. I think I said
It's kinda
I said
criminal.
that to you.
That's
No,
the right. That's
yeah.
the right term.
No,
is.
it is kind of criminal because the guy, it's blood, sweat, and tears he's put in, to get there. And I think he really freaking deserves it. And Diego, you said the best. Like, hate to say this, but what's really left on the regional scene? There's a few dudes around the country, maybe. But I mean, he deserves that UFC contract.
Yeah, he needs that top 10. Like that, he's on that level now. Like there's nothing else for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
Which is
feel like honestly,
crazy.
even in these fights he's having at UNF, he's fighting good guys. Like he's almost not getting challenged. Like that's how good he's been, and he's fighting the top ranked guys outside the UFC. He
Yeah.
really is. So
That's like top 0.01%.
nah, he's one of the best.
Yeah.
He's one of the best flyweights in the world. I stand by that. Not just as a UNF guy, but just if you watch the guy fight, you see. It.
And then I trained with him personally. When I was watching him, I was like, it made me push myself even harder. Now I have like super high standards.
From watching Gianni.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, because me personally, I'm the type of guy who like, I'm really competitive, but not in the sense where like I'm a sore loser or anything. But it's like if I see someone who's better than me, it makes me drive. It makes me go
wanna be on that
forward.
level.
Yeah.
You got to
And
want
I-
to be the best.
And I know I will, but that's what I get from him.
That's great.
Same. Guy's amazing.
All right. Well, I also think I saw Narek post on Instagram that it looks like he's hanging up the gloves for his
Yeah.
fighting career, but gonna really focus on coaching and everything. He's gave us 2 great fights. Always entertaining. So shout out to him too.
Yeah. Shout out to Narek.
Yeah. And those guys are really lucky to get coached by him. He's a great fighter. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's going to
Yeah.
develop some other guys that can really compete.
Yep. That's facts right there. Look at that takedown defense. Like just
But also
The
making him
balance,
pay for
yeah.
it too. Like he's became such a smart fighter too, with still being aggressive and everything.
yeah.
Like the left hook movement offside and out to the back. Just sick. Oh, almost hit it with the almost hit it with the
back on it?
Aziz.
I love that. I love that kid, little shaking jiving right there.
Pelotero a la bola. Bang.
Yeah. Dude, such a good fight though.
And I believe like the one, I think he only really got taken down that one time and immediately sets up a triangle. Like even when he has the quote unquote losing position, he's looking for something.
He's already moving.
He's really good everywhere, man.
So good.
And not gonna lie, he looked relatively small compared to his opponent.
Yeah.
You thought Gianni did?
I think Gianni, yeah.
Oh, he looks huge to it.
I was tripping out when Narek was blowing his nose. Boom. Whoa.
Well, that was a great way to send himself to the UFC, I think. Like,
Yeah.
It has to be.
Maybe what we need to do is maybe we need to do another highlight reel for him and just really push it out
Get
there,
it
try
out,
to get
yeah.
our community involved in pushing to get it,
He deserves
you
it.
know, noticed by the
does.
UFC
It does.
and the matchmakers.
yeah. Well, great fight by Gianni and a great main event for that fight card.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll get into the next fight. Rising Stars welterweight title. Anthony Vardumian versus Shahid Parker. Anthony Vardumian wins by decision. Anthony Vardumian, about a week before that, was supposed to fight someone else, not for the title. Things happened. Other guy, couldn't fight. So on like 3 days' notice, we ended up making Shahid Parker, who has a 4-1 amateur record, which is pretty good in the Amis, versus Anthony Vardumian for the title. Honestly, it was a pretty close fight, back and forth fight.
Yes, it
both
was.
I did agree with the judges' scorecards though when I was watching it in real time. But it was a really close fight, two high level guys. That was exciting that both guys delivered, so it was a good fight.
I think it was a great fight for Anthony too. He was really, really challenged by Shahid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think Shahid really, really brought it. Again, another super close fight. I think both these guys walk out as winners, in my opinion. One with the belt, but both.
I
come
love
out as
both of
winners.
the clinch work, or I guess when they were in the clinch, like both of them had really nice knees, but Shahid's knees, Anthony was just eating them, but there were some really freaking good knees, and Anthony just ate that. And I love what Anthony would do is like when they're in the clinch and he felt like they were about to break, he was looking for that short uppercut. I love those shots. So I thought both guys had high IQ, good shot selection, and they're both good grapplers and good strikers. So I thought it was a really good fight.
I feel like
oh, sorry. Let's watch the clip, Chris. There you go.
Yeah.
As Diego would say, ooh.
Yeah, they both traded low blows.
Boom.
And Jahid is I've known Anthony forever, but Jahid's a really nice kid.
Yeah. Shout out to him. He's like, Anthony knew he was going to be fighting on this card. He took it on like 3 days notice.
Yeah.
3 days is great.
Or maybe maybe right around a week, something like that. You know how it gets now.
Welcome to the fight game.
Everything freaking days and time don't make sense.
Well, I don't think any of us are really thinking straight after the doubleheader we did.
Exactly.
It was a pretty even match.
It was like I edged it for Anthony, but like it's sometimes there's fights where like you don't get mad if it goes one way or the other. But I did actually I edged it for Anthony. I think
I do see Anthony winning the match, but it was
a close and competitive fight.
It was
close. I mean, he had that.
Maybe one day they run it back where both guys get a full training camp for each other, which would be kind of cool.
That'd be a great rematch.
Yeah. That'd be to run it back. I think it was a good match, but I see Anthony winning.
Yeah, I had Anthony winning the fight too.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Fighting with someone your similar body type is really hard because you don't get to mirror yourself, and then fighting someone with your similar style.
Interesting.
It's like. It's a little bit like you need to analyze yourself, and then that fight. I think that fight was like that. If you notice, there's some probably a little bit like different technique in there, but it was, if you can see, it was like really similar.
Yeah,
it's really hard to. It's like you guys don't get it, but it's really hard. It happened to me once, and he wasn't even fully MMA, but it was like grappling, and it was like, damn, like it's really hard. Like there's a competitive match.
Yeah, no, that was a great fight. So what's next for both these guys, Ryan?
I would love to have a Jahid fighting with UNF. That was his first fight with us, but he showed a lot. Showed he's one of the top guys out there. Love to have him back. I think for Vardumian, opportunity presented itself. Kind of got a title early in his rise to start career, so he's gonna be fighting some tough competition from here on out. But if he showed anything, he showed he's one of the top guys. He's ready for it, and I'm excited to see what's next for him too.
So Dylan, that's something to think about here, right? Like, I mean, he is fighting. He got the title very early on. How does that impact him moving forward? Because now. The competition he's going to face is only going to be the toughest competition.
Yeah, I think it's also got to do something to his mental state, and hopefully he doesn't overinflate it. Since it's early, there's still a lot to go. But I mean, it's got to be a big anchor point for him to feel like a champ this early. It's got to be great.
Yeah.
I trained with Anthony a couple of times. He's a really calm, collected dude. So I don't think he's gonna get into his head, but he does have some challenges ahead of him.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened when you get a title shot early on. But I think he's willing to face them, and he's gonna do it for sure. Now it's up to Ryan to do a great job. Hopefully. Well,
do you have anyone in mind that should fight him next, Mr. Ryan? Do a great job. No, I will do a great job.
Who do you think should fight Anthony next?
Hey, Anthony is a tough one. Who can he fight?
We got to look at I don't know, off the top of my head.
Do it, Axel.
Yeah,
he wants to fight Axel so bad. That's the funniest part. Like he literally told me if I win my title fight, he said to me, he's like, if Axel loses, will you still let him fight for the title next? I said, I can't. So like, no, we're not going to do that. But
Ryan, do it.
Him and Axel had a little feud at one of our last fights. So.
Yeah, I kind of like that fight, but I also agree like it's very tough to make a title fight.
If the big boss says we can make it, I'll put it.
No, you're truly in charge of that, but I get the optics, right?
Now I'm in charge.
No, you are in charge, but I mean, I guess optics do kind of come into play, right? Like, can you give Axel a title shot after he's coming off a loss? To you, Diego, right?
So, I wouldn't feel good as a matchmaker, probably giving Axel a title shot unless he was fighting for a title also. Because then it's like, okay, I don't mind sometimes when guys have a little upside down records, but they're on a little win streak, or they show the amateurs are different. Like if someone has 10 fights in the Amis and they're 500, they could have just fought some 3 of the guys they fought and lost to already went pro and are 2-0, 3-0. Like you can't only gauge off record, but when it's recent, I wouldn't feel good about giving Axel a title shot, even though he's fought tough guys and. he's a good fighter. If like Diego didn't have one at the same time, unless like a fight fell out and he was like, you got to step up. There's other.
Yeah, there's other factors there, but
the feud.
But I like the feud. Like that's a scumbag in me, Diego. Like because Anthony and Axel don't like each other, so that's
You
why.
want to see it happen? I mean, it's bound to be a
Make
good
it
fight,
happen.
right?
That's a scumbag in me, bro.
I know a big man can make another title happen, like a BMF for like something like that for the UNF.
Yeah,
You can make it happen.
That'd be killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
killer.
Axel think he's Nate Diaz. He think he's white Nate Diaz from Malibu.
It's a Malibu
So,
baby.
I'm a gangster, bro.
So you can that can happen. I can totally see it, and for sure that's gonna bring a lot of people.
We could do maybe like the grudge match belt or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the biggest grudge
Well,
match.
we should always do that. We should actually, Diego, you're a smart man. All right, well, that was a good fight between both those guys. Two of the top guys. Congrats to Anthony Vardumian getting that title, and then Jahid will definitely be back. But let's just jump into it then. You versus Axel Conrad. Did the fight play out how you expected it to?
I mean, I said pretty much. I did what
But you shot for a takedown first, and I wasn't in the agreement.
Did you shoot first? Axel's claiming you shot first.
I don't know. Like, there's evidence. You can watch the video, replay it. I just,
All right, let's get into the highlights real quick.
and you know what's funny? I'm the short guy. I should be shooting early on.
Mhm.
Oh, those knees look strong.
Like how you wrapped them up.
And he's so lanky though.
Yeah, he is. Can't believe he made 45 once.
What?
Yeah.
When he was like 19 or something, or what?
Maybe like a year and a half ago.
He's still young, so probably he could have made it.
Yeah.
No damage is crazy. He's bleeding already.
Oh, I hit you with a left hook right there, Diego.
Yeah.
Oh, another one. Oh.
That was no hit there.
Oh, that overhand looked a little scary. Your striking looks like it's improved a
It's
bit.
gotten
though,
so
to be
much
honest.
better, bro.
It flows a little bit more now.
Boom.
Do you
Yeah.
agree? Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? I only had for this fight. I was only able to train 4 weeks, and I was only able to
Oof.
squeeze in wrestling.
Oh, that grappling was looking gnarly.
I was so mad there. I'm sorry. Like
Wow.
that was the first time because he was holding my glove, so I was like I couldn't move.
Was that like Donkey Kong?
Yeah. No, you know why I did it? You know why I did it?
To get the judge to stop it.
Because I get the third punch. He was out. So, like, I low-key see the ref and he's not stopping the match. So I'm like, I'm going to do something about it.
Yeah.
It might not look like, but it was a little bit of respect. It was like he wanted out. And I was like, this is the fastest way out to finish the match. Because the ref was willing to let it go.
It's so funny in Ami fights. Like sometimes, like they call it so quickly, and then sometimes they like
Let
go a
it
little
go.
longer.
So do you feel like you gave him the easy way out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. This shit doesn't hurt. like it looks like it, but it doesn't hurt. The first 3 punches they were like intentional.
Yeah, because they're winding up a little
I
more.
grabbed
Yeah.
his fucking jaw and hit him on the temple. That was
Yeah,
kinda-
you're manhandling him, bro.
It's crazy. Like, why you trying to grapple me, bro? Like, don't. You just stick to the striking, and then like that was your only chance to finish me. That was your only chance, and you connected like 3 punches, 1 left hook, that was good, and then the second round he did 2 once to like in
Yeah.
a row.
Didn't even
Rather-
like kind of daze you, phase you.
No. But he
You felt
used it because they came from like below,
Mhm.
and he's so long that I didn't.
It's hard
follow
to
him.
see them,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I was like, oh.
You
And then
guys-
I just reset it, but after that I didn't got caught. Like my head was moving. That's the only thing that I put a lot of emphasis. Just moving my head out the way, and then because I'm always short, so if my head is always moving, they're always gonna miss. And then by the time I go decent, they either gotta clinch with me or they're and then you're allowing me to grapple, which is my home, or
Or it's in like the boxing close range. Just yeah.
That's it. Yeah, because bro, look at my opponents. How tall was Jason?
6 feet probably.
Like Jalen,
Yeah.
6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
Then I got Jason Jones 6'2". Then this other guy that I fought, he was like 5'11", and then this one 6'2". So, by now I'm already used. Like I already have like a set.
It would probably be weirder for you to fight someone shorter at this point.
It will be.
Yeah.
It'll be 100% harder. Because I'm like, bro, why? Like sometimes I gotta play the distance. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned a couple times how lengthy he was. Do you feel like that's another conscious thing that you have to think of? Like you have to change your game at all? Or is it, you're scrapping just like you'd scrap?
Not change it, because that's my whole life, and it's gonna be my whole life. Even if I go to 55, let's say like I go to 55, look at the size of Brandon. How tall is he? He's 6 feet too,
Yeah,
right?
tall dude.
Jason's going down to 55. He's 6'2", so nothing changes. It's just that I need to do it a little bit more often. Which was crazy is before the fight, I only hit Pat like 3 times. The week before, the week of the fight, and then one time, I couldn't I wasn't able to train. Like it was my fucking schedule was killing me.
Wow, you looked good. You
Thank
dominated that whole
Super
fight.
good,
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, what's next for Diego Sanchez? 170 or 155?
I really don't know. You gotta ask Coach Marcos.
Okay,
He's the one to pick.
we'll give Marcus a call.
Call him right now. What? Should I call him?
Let's call him.
Call him.
Yeah,
Let's call him.
see if he picks up. What do you think should be next for Diego? Dylan, I'm going to put you on the spot.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, that fight was great. He was manhandling him. I got to do a little bit more tape review, but I think you deserve it, man. I think you're up next. I think you need the gold.
Yeah, huh? The only guy who I
Wow,
think who's more active than me was Sevek. Sevek got
Yeah.
5 fight. I got 4.
Yeah.
What's up, Bong? Where you at? Driving?
What's up, Marcos?
Marcos,
What's up, guys?
what's
What
up?
How are you guys?
Good. How are you, brother?
I'm good. You guys can't see me because I'm driving, I think.
Okay, yeah, don't break the law, bro.
Yeah, well, real quick, Marcos, before we let you go, Diego wanted to ask you, do you want him to fight for a title at 155 or 170?
Oh, that's a good question. Eventually, I think, I think he's proven himself to fight for both. I think it really just comes down to, I don't know, man. 155 is it's a big jump. I say we challenge for 70, man.
There you go.
I think he's proven that he can hang with the big boys, but I mean, the ultimate goal is to get down to 55.
There you go.
Got it. Well, we appreciate you, Marcos.
Appreciate you guys, man.
All right, have a good
Take care, brother.
I see you mañana.
I mean, if the stars align, the stars align. But I do think you've definitely put yourself like in that small list of guys that are deserving for that
For sure.
a title shot next. So we'll have to see. I mean, now Dylan has a big amount of input in what goes on here, so I can't say anything right now.
Come on, man. He's trying to
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm the assistant.
but-
Maybe it's more like
After, he'll change
75,
his-
We're gonna
25.
figure it out. We're gonna set you up right. We gotta get you, on the next card, and I think a title shot's, definitely right there. But we'll talk. We'll see. We'll see if the stars align.
But
do-
if you do the Grand Prix,
Ooh, I like Diego.
Like, I really like that idea. I really like that idea. I'm just like fiending for a fade. Imagine getting 2 fades in one night.
That'd be super
Well, you can't
That's
fight
what I
twice
mean.
in one night, brother, unless you're fighting in the
How's
parking
gonna
lot.
Grand Prix gonna work then? Who's gonna become the champion? You got 4 men. It's a 4-man bracket, 2 fights.
I'll
for
give you
sure.
the camo email. You can reach out to them and see if they approve it.
And we
they'll
can make it
approve
make it. We can make
But
it
let's
happen.
give a quick shout to Axel too. I think
Yeah.
you won that fight decisively. But one thing I can say about Axel is he really says no to no one. He wants to fight the best. He respects, no matter what he says online and how he comes off, he actually respects everyone. He's like he's a student of the game, to be honest. He loves the game. And again, I say this, I really think he'll bounce back. And I think, he's gonna figure out how to make a career out of this fighting stuff. And I think, he's gonna really, really make some improvements for the next guy he fights.
But I want to give him props too, because I mean, he's not ducking anybody.
No.
Right? He's taking the tough fights. He knows he's, putting himself and his record at risk, but he wants the experience. So I've got a lot of respect for Axel and what he does.
Me too.
I really do.
Yeah, respect to him. He's really he just I don't know, maybe the CTE, but yeah, I got respect for him. Like that's one of the things that I noticed for him. He never ducked a fade. He's like Gregor too. Like that's like I like to make fun of him because it's just funny, like how they see he react. But the reality thing, I got huge amount of respect because stepping in the cage is not everyone's doing it, and he's doing it with the best. He's doing it with the best.
Yeah.
That's like something you got to respect. And then he's done it for what, 7 times already? So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Props.
Yep, definitely. Well, can't wait to see what's next for both you guys. We'll see what's going on. Let's go to the next fight. We were talking about, Axel and Anthony Bardumia having a feud. Well, we had a feud match on this card. Rosario Romero versus Jesse Langarica. Your teammate Jesse Langarica, you know.
But every fight that Jesse's in, practically, it is a feud.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
Jesse turns it into that, and I love it.
There's a feud with Jesse before you even know you're fighting Jesse. Jesse's just Jesse, but you gotta love him. I personally, 95% of me loves it. There's 5% of me that's like, but 95% of me does love it.
I know exactly what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know exactly what you
come
mean.
on, a little less, but whatever. Well, let's
Yeah.
watch the highlights real quick and then we'll talk about it. Again, a very close fight. I did edge it for Rosario almost all 3 rounds. Just that first round was pretty close. I think second round was Rosario for sure.
Yeah.
And the third round also close. I think Rosario just did a little bit more with the
Was the
positions.
second round where Rosario had him and was hitting him with the ground and pound?
Yeah, he dropped him in the second round. I
Yeah.
believe.
Look, Jesse is a tough kid. A lot of
really
guys
is.
would have fucking quit getting hit with those shots. And Jesse, there's no quitting.
Can we talk about the pace both guys could keep for 3 rounds though?
The motor is awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
this
just
is the
going.
best Jesse's ever looked physically, too. Like, he looks very in shape. His cardio was on point.
That was a good shot by Jesse.
Technically, this is
Oof, that was a clean right too.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah, this is the moment. Got hit with some big shots.
Jesse has a chin though.
Props.
Like
to
you
him
don't
for
even see his
hanging in,
eyes.
yeah.
Like he's locked in still.
Yeah.
He got hit, but
There's no quit in him, bro. Look at that escape. Yeah.
both dogs. Big
Yeah.
fan of both of them, to be honest.
Oh, Rosario Romero is just such a talented guy, too.
that was a great fight.
No,
that,
that was
another great fight.
that was my other
Look,
pick
did
for
you-
he
That was
pushed him in the
little
face.
extra at
Jesse
the end.
pushing
Yeah.
him.
They both got a little extra striking at the end.
Well, I love
That was-
Jesse. After Rosario's announced as the winner, Jesse gets on like flipping all Rosario's like fans off and stuff. Like he's just
Yeah, they were not having it.
he's crazy.
I
Jesse already hit me up saying he wants a rematch.
I think that's something that should happen because it was really close fight. I do not agree with the scorecard.
You don't agree with the scorecard? Tell us the scorecard. What do you
not
think?
At all. It was probably like a 30-29 or 30-28. I think that Giovanni Varela did a great. I think that was the close. That's the one scorecard that I agree with. But going back to it, I think first round Lobo takes it. Second round, Sander takes it. Third round, it might be a little controversial, but I can see why Sander took it.
Yeah.
On the third round, I wouldn't want to be a judge because it could have gone.
Well, they were
either
both
way.
transitioning, going back and forth.
Yeah.
I rewatched the fight and we were kind of talking about the fights and really close fight. I think the only like definitive round was round 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Rosario won that round for sure. First and third round, I could see people maybe going to Langarica, but I personally it was so evenly matched, but Rosario just had a little bit more damage. Like that's where I kind of came up with the conclusion.
Mitch, how did you score the fight, Dylan? Come on now.
Don't
No,
lie.
honestly, I thought they did pretty good. I think what was it like?
It was 29-28 on one card and then 30-27 on
30-27
two.
for both of them.
Yeah, which
I
is
think
crazy.
maybe one of the 30-27s could have been 29-28 too. But yeah, I think Romero had it.
I feel like third round could have gone either way. I can see why Romero took
Yeah.
it, but the first round I'll give it to
Jesse.
100%.
No.
There was more control, there was more pace there, and then aggression is one of the biggest factor if you're if you're judging. So I feel like Lobo took it, but not by a lot, not by a big margin. It was
Really close
Yeah.
fight though.
It
And
was
like,
super
that was
close,
one
yeah.
of my
This is
picks
why
for
I don't want
fight
to be
of
a
the night.
judge.
yeah.
That's a tough job.
No, think about it. I would not want to be a judge. Everybody sees things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love
Well,
to
listen,
see that fight again.
I'm
Do
not
not
mad
leave
at
it in the
anyone
hands of the
scoring it.
judges.
I'm not mad at anyone scoring it for Jesse, but personally myself, I did have Rosario winning that one. And
No, I think like I can see why Rosario
yeah,
won.
yeah, like
but-
you're
but-
not mad. Like besides, this,
Yeah.
if someone gave Jesse that second round, that's why I'd be like, okay, what's going on? But first and third rounds were so freaking close, man. You're talking about like inches and inches of,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
how you could call
You'd
it,
really have to like go in and dissect it with a ref.
especially catching it real time. Like, us being able to watch the fight back a couple times if we want
That's what
to,
I'm saying,
you can
yeah.
really dissect it.
A
Be like,
judge
okay, you
also
know
has
what?
to do it
Rosario
right
won
there.
because of damage, or Jesse won
Yeah.
because of ground control. But when you're talking about that close around in real time, you got to feel for the judges. It's not the
Yeah.
easiest thing to fucking judge.
No.
And then
It's
it's
hard for
really
Jesse too, in a way, because he gets inched out of these fights a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
He's been in a couple close decisions.
Yeah,
on the wrong
exactly.
Side, or
He's-
not wrong side, but
yeah,
however you want to call it.
yeah, really talented guy, man. And I personally don't feel Jesse's stock goes down at all. Right? I think he fought a really tough guy, had a great performance. So yeah, it's on to the next, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Both guys will be back. I mean,
Yep.
Rosario undefeated now as a pro. Jesse's just gaining that XP, gaining that experience. Again, I do think Jesse's gonna put together a little win streak and then get on that mic and call for
But he
the
looked
champ and
he
do
looked
all that shit.
he looked much more improved.
This is the best he's ever
fight.
looked.
Exactly. And
And it's crazy. I never saw Jesse before. But a lot of people said that like this being like the best Jesse they've seen.
No,
For
he-
sure.
He came in the best shape I've seen him come in. He was mixing up the striking with the grappling well. I mean, I thought he looked great. I think he just fought a really good and talented
think
guy.
that's finally found-
Also that points how good Sander is. Like
Yeah, exactly.
he beat like the best Jesse there's been so far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I think for Jesse, I think he's found a home at Matador, right? Like I feel like he's felt a lot more comfortable there than some of the other gyms that he's worked out at. So it seems to me.
make it work, make it happen. We're the misfit.
Yeah. Well, again, shout out to Rosario Romero coming out with the dub. I think bright future, and then
Rosario Romero has a super bright future, right? I mean, I think he's got to get a couple more wins and then.
So
see
there,
what
there
happens
might be
with
some
him.
guys out there more powerful than Jesse, or whatever you want to say. But it's good to fight someone like Jesse and be able to get past that challenge because he really has a crazy, really good pace, right? Like he could go for takedown, he could chain wrestle, he could do all the stuff that is really hard to defend or that can really tire you out. And again, we were watching the fight today, and both guys in the third round, although you could tell they were tired, they were still trying to transition. They were still trying to scramble everything.
Well,
Like,
you could see
there
that
was no quitting.
their
either guy.
cardio was a lot
They
better
definitely
than
both
the
run
other
backwards
fighters.
there.
No,
that's for
you
sure.
can tell because some of the other fights, not that anybody like gassed out badly, but these two dudes still look pretty fresh in
Yeah.
that third round.
Yeah.
You can tell they're tired, but it's not lazy tired.
Yeah.
It's they're still going at
And
it.
there's no quitting those guys.
You gotta
So shout
respect it,
out to
yeah.
both of them.
Yeah, totally.
They'll both be back.
You guys are warriors.
Okay, this is a first time in UNF history, I think. We had a women's strawweight Rising Stars title fight, which lasted a couple
8
seconds. But, Destiny Porter and New wins the title by TKO via liver shot. Again, like it's gutted for Jada, but like let's just look
Wait,
at it.
we don't even know what. Let's watch the whole fight, Chris.
But it's just like you get hit with this and your body should look, it's a delayed reaction because it takes a while and your body just shuts
Boom.
down.
It's that floating rib, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put it in slow mo.
Let's see.
Yeah, right there.
Look, but you can see like it didn't hurt her at first and it took like 2 seconds.
But that's what happened when you get head in the
Good
liver.
liver shot, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's all shins too. It's like the whole it's like the bony part of your leg. So
Yeah.
I mean, what a way for Destiny to win the title, though. She's
Yeah,
probably like,
it's-
no damage, could fight again as soon as possible, and
Yeah.
easy night in the office, essentially, because that shot. And then for Jada, I know she's been working really hard for this. She was saying she was ready to go out there and put on a crazy good performance, and she was looking forward to it. So, again, it's one of those things where you're gutted for one side, but it's a fight game.
Another like freak thing for her, which is just such a
Yeah, because
bummer.
the last
you know
fight,
what
her
I mean?
finger got stuck in the cage,
Yeah.
and they had to stop it so she could get her finger out. And then once they stopped the action because of that, you can't continue the action, I guess. I don't know. So that now it's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, but Destiny's such a cutie, right? I mean, this seemed to mean so much to her. It seemed like a big goal of hers, and she felt like she really achieved something. It's
Yeah.
really neat to see that.
Totally. She looked so happy walking around.
Yeah.
It was awesome to see. Yeah, and especially after that, their first match was eye poke, right? It was a no contest, or am I mixing it up?
You're mixing some. Wait,
Mixing some up.
Jada versus Destiny?
Yeah.
Oh, they never fought before.
Oh, okay. My
yeah.
bad. I thought they fought.
So yeah, he's new on the job, everyone. It's okay. Yeah, but I mean, there's not too much to talk about that fight, but happy
Yeah.
for Destiny.
Yeah, but what's next for Destiny?
She
You gonna
got-
have her
I
defend
got two
early next year.
options right now, and we got two options, and yeah, I think they want to be as active as possible, so probably January.
Yeah, I like her coach Malik too, man. He's a really good guy, very into his students, wants to see them successful. So really like him. He invests a lot into his students.
And you got to shout out to Destiny too. She had a great opportunity at Rise. She capitalized, and now she's UNF champ. A lot of people want to, UNF champ means something.
No, who was it that said, oh, it's Mark Sanders, maybe we talk about his fight. He's like, UNF clout is real because like on one of his things, like he got over 280,000 views or something.
Everyone pretends and says this and that, but we do have the numbers to back.
Yeah, but didn't you check? Like we had like over 4 million views over the fight weekend or something like
Yeah,
that in the last week or so.
Really good.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, that's okay. So let's just segue into that one because Mark Sanders honestly looked like a freaking potential. Like he could be a UFC fighter one day.
Yeah.
He's how old?
super deep
18, 19, right?
19.
19 years old, and like
Wow.
so he fought for us before, and like he really just went to his grappling to win the fight. I honestly, just the way he fought that first fight, I didn't think he had like great or good striking, to be honest, because he just ragdolled the guy, was on his back, but maybe that was because that was the easiest path to win. This fight, he fought a black belt as a 19-year-old, second MMA bout, and put on a clinic, whether it was the grappling or the striking. It was really impressive.
Bullying.
He really was.
He
Bag,
was
yeah.
And
just owning
he's
it.
kind of like Diego, though. He's a showman, you know, like
Yeah.
he gives a
He
little.
is, yeah.
So let's watch the highlights real quick. But I was really impressed by Mark.
Boom.
Good placement on that too. Right, that 1-2 down the pipe was nice. That
He
knee.
had great reach advantage and really used it. You know what I mean?
Look at that 1-2-3.
Boom.
Ducks his head. Tie grab knee. Just beautiful work. It looks like he's like been doing this for a long time. You know, like doesn't look like a
super
19-year-old fighter.
confident,
The
You know what,
back fist to the right hand. Look at that. It was clean,
Look
man.
how comfortable he looks, though. It wasn't like
Do you
he's
think-
apprehensive.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm going to do what I want to do to you, and you are not going to stop me.
Well, I'm sure Diego has a lot to say about this because this is like his best friend, but he's not.
Are you guys
saying anything.
besties?
You guys are really close, right?
It's more like my little sibling.
Yeah.
It's like he's young. There's a lot we need to work on. But Mark is one of my best training partners, if not the best, because he can really imitate anyone in my division. And I can do the same thing for him. Two, like there's no weak spot for him. And then he just proved it. He came with a mission and he was like, I want to show UNF that I got good striking. And
He did
just
that.
showcased that. And it was not even, it was just one-sided. On the other side, I will openly say, like, there's no one who can beat us at grappling. Like, I don't, like, you can even make a special matchup against anyone. We're gonna, like, ragdoll anyone, like, confidently. We got the best grappling in the world. Not like, in the world. What?
No,
Ron, I think you got to call up some Dagestanis and bring them down.
Bro, like, bring any Dagestani, like, it's gonna be, it's one-sided, because the way we train, the way we train, the way we chain it, the way we study is unmatched. And that's why I might sound cocky, but that's like confidently I can
Yeah,
say
but I
that.
think you have the right to be kind of cocky and arrogant in that sense right now. I mean, you and your teammate are coming off
You
super
proved it.
dominant wins. Like, so no cap here. Like, I really, I don't know. You could spit that.
saying no cap all the time now.
I know. Look what you started. No, but I mean, you and Mark both had very dominant performances. And I think going back to Mark a little bit, it's a real bummer because we had some technical issues at the event early on with the pay-per-view shit like that. The first
Shit show.
Oh, dude, behind the scenes, there was a power outage. They had to reboot, all this crap. But anyway, so his fight wasn't, shown on the pay-per-view, which is a bummer. So we're going to post that, I think, tomorrow on YouTube so all the fans can actually see his
tune
full
into that
fight.
one. It was a banger.
Yeah, but he looked freaking amazing.
And let's also just, because we haven't talked about his opponent yet. Opponent's a black belt. BJJ was 2-0. Good fighter.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a 19-year-old kid going out there and just having his way with him. So I can't wait to see Mario Flores back in there too.
Yeah.
But I think it also just heightens everything we're saying about Mark is he didn't do it against some scrub or some build-up fight or something like that. You know what I mean?
He did it against a good opponent.
opponent.
which is-
So that's a really good point, Ryan. I think that's a point that needs to be made. And it's props to, Mark for stepping up and fighting a black belt and doing that, and having that confidence.
Also, I might get ahead of him, but he said if you guys are doing a December card, call him in. He's ready for the third one, and then
And then he wants a title shot after that. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, but like, how can you deny
You guys
that?
have a
But, like,
conspiracy going on over there.
but like, well, how can you deny when you put good performance? Like, we just gotta base on performance and numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm not against putting him in a number one contender fight.
I mean, like, he's ready for it.
Do you kind of even have a choice at this point, right? Like that. I mean, when you show that kind of skill, I mean,
Just there at the training room. There's a training room. You got Mark, you got Chief, you got me, you got Hamza, and sometimes Edgar. Like that. It's like the best training room you can get.
cross training with fucking everybody, bro.
It just get
I know, because Matador versus KD, I can make some sick matchups. I want to.
Yeah.
Sick and
You
just.
guys make our lives difficult, bro.
I mean, I didn't make the rules. I came here young. It was crazy. I've been training MMA for what, a year and then 3 months now.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot. So
Confused. A year and 3 months.
yeah.
What was your first fight with us in February? Yes.
November last year.
So you only trained for 4 months before you made your debut in UNF?
Yeah, I had 2 Royal Combats right before that, and I was like, okay, I'm ready.
Damn.
I started training at 22, like in 2022, like
Damn.
martial arts.
So you progress fast, man.
Yeah,
If you could keep picking this stuff up and just
but because I train so much, you know, so
Yeah.
that's
No, for sure.
Yeah, that's why I can do it like that. But you got Mark. Mark is gonna he's, you know what's the worst part? He's feeding for a finish. He's like drooling for a finish. I know he's gonna get one.
Listen, he tried. He just fought a tough guy too that night because I think if he had maybe 3-minute rounds, it would have been more possible because cardio looked good. But again, Mario was also just in there. Maybe you and Mark. I mean, I say it's all teammates that are on like a run, but like it would be cool if you and Mark on the same card got to fight for titles. I think you guys
can make it happen.
all Matador would show up, bro. I need you guys, pack the house for me. We'll see what's up.
We do it, but also like you gotta understand that it's really hard to put Hispanic people together. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best.
They're not like the Armenians, huh?
Yeah. No, but trust me, I'm gonna back it out. You saw everyone in my country. They had a room full of like 100 people watching.
Oh no way! I didn't see that. Did you see that, John?
No.
Yeah, like 100 people were watching, and then
So
I was
cool.
like, "There's a lot of people who are reaching out, and they're trying like, hey, who you fighting with? Like, let me go." And like, reach them out, fool.
I ain't burning nothing.
Well, look, I think if we can get a title fight lined up for you in the near future, I think kind of like what we wanted to do before, we got to work to promote a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know?
We talked about some stuff. We'll make it happen.
You're gonna see me. Like I do actually feel I'm rising right now. Like I'm still new to the game. I'm understanding how it works. Trying to see who my people, like the people who support me is. Like trying to understand my avatars. But thanks to you guys. You guys see. I think you guys seen my progress lately. So I think I'm doing good.
Listen, I think you're on the right track, and you're improving in all facets of the game. In all ways, so.
But also shout out to you guys. You guys are doing a great promoter. There's not like a lot of people that I get along with. There's like, bro, I fight for this promotion, and they don't do shit. And it's like, bro, like also you gotta put from your part, but you guys are doing great. And then if you notice the talent that you guys are getting, it's like, look at the fight. Amateurs doesn't look like amateurs.
Listen, I don't want to flex, but I do believe we've got most of the, not all,
Flex
but
on-
most.
I was gonna say Chris Flex.
Flex on him.
Well, listen, I mean, it's really true. We have most of the great talent fighting with UNF, to be honest with you. There's still some guys that are fighting for other promotion. I think they would come our way, but it's like a pool of sharks over at UNF. Everybody says there's no easy fights at UNF.
Exactly.
And it's really true. You see what some of the other promotions are doing. They're not as equally matched fights as what I think Ryan puts together. So.
Let's say you want to be Mr. Nice, right? Because Chris want to be nice, don't want to talk shit about the other promoters. But if you look, let's go out of state, right? If you see the skill wise, even though they're amateur, they look good somehow. They're not as good as us.
No.
Like, but that's what you guys do. Like, you guys bring. That's what happened. You bring attention. You get more.
We're working. We're going to work a little closer with a few gyms out in Vegas, bringing some of their guys here and stuff like that, because we want to definitely, we want you guys fighting the best guys around the country. We want to do some national promotion more so than just California. I think that's really important as we expand the brand in 2026.
You guys are doing right though. A lot of like I don't even have a lot of followers, but I get a lot of people reaching out. It's like, yo, how can I fight for them?
Well, it's crazy. Like if you look at the Fight Family podcast, we only have 1,500 followers.
Yeah,
bro, we had over close to like 300,000 views on our account in the last 30 days.
There you go.
That's really crazy, right? Like, so I think that's one thing great that UNF does is our social media, putting out content. And really it's props to the team and then to Jeremy McPeak, who heads up our social. He's so into this. I mean, you look at the content that Jeremy gets,
He killed it.
during the fights and the stuff we're putting out on social in real time. I mean, who does that?
no.
Well, and then you look at, Liel and Mia doing their interviews and things like that. There's a lot of good stuff that goes on.
You know what? I think you guys should do like promoter versus promoter. Pick your top 5 and then bring your top 5 and make
I
it
would
happen.
fucking love
That would
that,
be
bro.
awesome.
And then that's just a statement,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm down for a fade too. Like I'll fade anyway.
No,
like that's,
look, I want to do stuff like that, but I think a lot of the other promoters don't really like us because
But it's just make it with a neutral. Like you don't host it, I don't host it. Let's have a neutral host and then top
Yeah.
five or top
Yeah.
five, and then let's see
no,
who's better.
I would love to collaborate like that. Like, like Friday night we did that boxing collaboration with
Yeah.
Red Owl Boxing. We collabed on that, which, we want to collab with other organizations. But to me, with those organizations, they've got to bring something positive to the table.
Yeah.
I don't want to give clout to some organization that doesn't take great care of their fighters and they're just about, chasing the dollar. They've got to come to the table and do something, for the athletes. That's my opinion.
Yeah, we're gonna make some stuff happen. We got some cool ideas.
Yeah. 2026.
Going
It's
crazy.
all coming.
We're
bro.
going crazy. All right, let's get into the next fight. All right, so what do we? Okay, Asher Tesler versus Ian. How do you say his last name?
Shoe.
Say,
Shay.
Shay, I think. Yeah, it's Shay.
Okay.
That's what
This
it is.
last
Yeah, Ethan Shay.
GPT.
Huh? Ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, how do I
Oh, I did want to ask ChatGPT a question. Thank you for bringing that up. I'll get into after this fight. Yeah, Asher Tesler versus Ethan. Did both debuts. Asher honestly he dominated this fight. I feel like he's a little more progressed he just turned 18 though. A little more progressed as an 18-year-old. He trains over at Syndicate in Las Vegas, and you can tell he has some skills for a younger cat. This is someone I can see fighting Mark Sanders for like a title like in a year from now or something like that.
I would love to see that fight.
Like, like two young up and comer guys. Why are you smiling like that, Diego?
I know what Diego's going to say. Go ahead and say it because I know what you're going to say right now.
Mark wants to fight him. Make it happen.
I don't know if it makes sense right now, but I just think they're two young up and coming guys.
I mean,
Yeah.
numbers are close. One is 1-0 and the other one's 2-0. By numbers, you can make it.
It's bound to happen eventually.
Yeah,
I think we all want to see that. So
Yeah.
I think it's only going to be like
It's to me almost like the Pargev Desmond Alvarado thing in my mind. Like, that would be an amazing fight, but it doesn't make sense for,
Yeah.
for
Right
them
now,
to fight
yeah,
each
no,
other
no,
right now.
I think it makes sense for a title.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get both guys like
it's gonna
Mark
be-
1 or 2 more fights if you can
But
get
also-
like 3.
But also, you guys got to keep in mind, Arshak's still in the picture. Actually, there's a problem for 35. Arshak,
Arshak's probably gonna
Yeah.
be fine for that 35 title next. I mean,
yeah.
he was dealing with the injury, but again, we just got over this event. We got some matchmaking meetings that are gonna happen in the coming weeks, and we will be planning everything out.
Bro, like I Arshak, Rafa from Katie. I love watching. Like I also a fan of the sport. I love watching them.
Yeah.
I love watching them.
Yeah.
Well, Asher actually wants to fight at 125.
Arshak.
No, Asher.
Oh.
Like I think he weighed 132 for this fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still growing. He's 18.
I think
Yeah,
95's the place for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He's gonna grow. He's gonna grow into it. Like
Okay.
once he turns 19, 20, he's gonna be bigger.
But he just showed some
Striking
schools.
looked great.
Let's
Amazing.
let's
Yeah.
hop into it real quick, and then we'll talk about it.
Walk us through it, Dylan.
I mean, I think we could just see how much better Asher's clinch work was in this. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this many knees to the body in a fight before. It was ridiculous. It was a great fight to watch. At any point, he was getting knees, great takedown. Like the round ends right here. But that second round when he has him up against the fence and he's teeing off on him, it was just I think it was a great showcase of Asher's skills. I think that's why we like that matchup so much with Sanders, is because they're both so exciting. And I think, just like we're saying, it'd be so awesome if they get 1 or 2 more fights each, develop their skills. We know how good of a fight it would be right now. So imagine if they both get better, how killer it would be.
Yeah.
Asher just destroyed him with those knees, bro.
Yeah.
Was that like 5 or 6 knees
Mixing
and then he
in
goes to the
strikes
body?
too. Yeah.
I also think for a younger, I don't want to call him a kid, but a young kid making his debut, he fought with good IQ. But that's also what you saw kind of from Mark Sanders too in his debut fight, where he took the path with easiest resistance or the least resistance and just dominated with the grappling. But yeah, no, I think listen, what's really exciting for me, like I love the Rising Stars, is you're probably, I don't know when you want to go pro. I think you want a lot of experience, but you're already rising up. Like we're seeing the progress with you. I love when you get like kind of the younger guys that like have promising careers and you start getting to build them up and seeing their careers progress. Chris, real quick, can you ask ChatGPT, should Gianni Vasquez be in the UFC? I want to see what ChatGPT thinks about that.
Yeah, but I want to say something also about Ethan. Like, nice guy, class act.
Super
I think
nice, yeah.
Asher has a pretty respectable pedigree as far as striking goes too. He's competed in kickboxing for a long time. So for Ethan to step up, fight a guy like Asher, I thought it was commendable.
Yeah.
I agree.
Super respectable.
Yeah, nice guy. He'll be back.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I like about like just going for? I'm sorry, I'm a dirt about fighting, but
Well, good, because you're a
Yeah.
nerd about it. I'm just a fan, to be
Yeah.
honest. So
I feel like if you watch
There we go.
I think yes, Johnny Vasquez should be in the conversation for a UFC contract, provided provided he continues to build, get big wins, and possibly get exposure through a feeder series. He probably is not ready to be a top contender immediately, but he has enough attributes to merit a shot. Well, I disagree on the part.
Yeah,
I think he could be a contender right away. But besides that, I think I agree with
about the feeder
ChatGPT.
part, but I mean, kind of spot on.
Yeah.
I think he's ready for a contender. But
So-
going back to the fight, what I was shocked is he got a really good understanding of his body type. That's something people don't talk about it. But if you see people, a big example would be Axel. I feel like Axel doesn't have a good understanding of his body. If he had good understanding of his body,
Yeah.
he'll be a danger for 170.
Yeah.
He fights like it's really offsetting watching him fight. But if you see this guy, he understands his body really well. He knows when to be long, and then he knows when to be compact. Because also like you being lanky, you need to understand like like when you need to curl up. And then if you watch the fight when he went for those front chokes, the darts, the gilly, he would just, you can see he was not trying to finish it, but he was trying to turn it, and then he was using his length in order to finish it. And then when he goes into striking, and then when it comes to come into clinch work, throwing those knee, if you see the hips to hip distance, he was setting out the right amount so he can throw those knees. And that's really hard. Like that's and then at a young age he understood that like he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I think what I took away is his fight IQ. Like he saw the body was working. He saw Ethan didn't have a defense that he went for it. But yeah, no, there was I think he had a great performance, and shout out to Ethan too. I would love to get Ethan back in there and fight.
Totally.
You know, someone who's more of his style, maybe just strictly striker and just because Ethan I heard he's very fast, quick witted, and like just has a lot of tools on the feet. I think Asher just had a great game plan and didn't let Ethan kind of show any of it.
But that I didn't know he was 25. I thought he was 35 because he looked big. So that shakes off your 25 again. That makes you you working hard for you.
They wanted to fight 25, but then we made a fight kind of only like 3 weeks before the event and had a guy at 35. So like, cool, we'll do 35. But they want to fight at 25. Yeah, which that body frame, like, as long as he can make the weight safely, I think that's fucking great. But I do think probably as he gets older, he'll have to move up to 35 eventually.
100%.
All right, let's continue through this. All right, Sonny Delosier versus Elijah Calvin. Sonny gets a ground and pound finish. Yeah, what do you think about the fight?
Look, I think Sonny smashed him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean that's pretty much the deal. Let's see the clip, Chris.
I think both these guys were honestly. I think it was just it's the lights and everything. They were both exhausted after like the first round.
Yep,
like extremely
because
exhausted.
Their pace was so intense.
Yeah.
Did Elijah say something like online that he wanted a rematch or something? Or
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Thought I saw something. Maybe he just said he's going to be back.
I don't know if I want a rematch after those punches right there.
Yeah.
He'll be back though. I mean, bounce back for Sonny.
Look, it's good. I mean, because Sonny's last fight, I think he got injured, whatever, had to pull out. So it was nice that he got this fight in. Maybe we can get him back in there again at the next event.
You guys have anything you want to say on the Sonny fight?
All I have to say is it was a chaotic fight. It was a fight for the fans, but it wasn't technical at all. Hey, but as a fan, I love it. It was pure entertainment.
Yeah.
I really love the grappling check. It was just chaotic. Like, have you seen like the Looney Tunes effect where they're like the Tom and Jerry where like the dogs, Tom and Jerry, they're fighting. And, they're like,
it's like a dust ball.
Yeah. That's what it reminds me of.
I won't tell him you called them Tom and Jerry, but I get what you're saying. All right, let's get the next one. I think we got like 3 more fights to talk about. Daryl Westfall versus Smitty Witt. Smitty Witt called it. He said, well, he didn't get submission tonight, but he's calling for submission tonight. Ends up submitting Daryl in the 3rd round.
Should he get submission of the night? I mean, how many submissions did we have? 3?
3.
Yeah.
I honestly, so he might not like me saying this. I think
be careful. He's got like 150,000 followers. He's gonna bash you. He's gonna do.
Well, UNF has like 141, so we'll go head to head. No, I'm kidding. I love Smitty, but
Going band for band is crazy.
What world are we living in? We're going follower for follower now. I'm kidding. It's not my followers. Shout out to Smitty. He may get it. We'll see. We have to talk as a team. I don't know yet, but I would probably have to lean towards Tom Landeros because of the fight, like the back and forth, and like, you know, I don't know, submitting David Rojas like that is just like, it was very similar. Like one was a guillotine, one was a rear naked, but. Well, no, I'll talk to you, Big Bala. We'll see. So if we go a different route, you also get the blame. Is all I said. Put that out there.
Yeah, I don't want Smitty bashing me online.
No, me neither. And he does deserve it. So I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
No, it was a great submission, but I mean,
Also,
Tom
you had Jeff.
Landeros'
You
guillotine
had
was.
Jeff Miller with a knee bar.
Yeah, and that is a
I
big
was
awesome.
waiting for. I was gonna talk about it. So if
Go
we're
ahead,
talking,
talk about it.
what you guys are the bosses, right? Like, what's the criteria for submission of the night?
3 things. The submission itself, right? Like the most difficult one to pull off, I think. Now, you also have to take into consideration, okay, is this a title fight? Is this guy fight? Did someone get a submission against a submission artist? Like, you know, the level of competition I think plays a factor into it. Was it like a transition into a submission, or were you dominating the whole time on the ground? Like, there's a lot of different factors, but I think the submission itself and like how it looks on the front end is like what really matters.
So
That's number one.
Yeah.
What will be number 2 and 3? Let's have number 2 and 3 so we can evaluate it, because there's 3 submissions, so they're all hard to get.
Yeah.
So what are the other 2 criteria?
It's to me, bro. I'm a fiend. Like it's the highlight, right? It's what the highlight reel really shows me. Like if you look at Danny Labastida's,
Which one was the nicest submission? Really?
When he got Zane Palacio and Zane's eyes are like popping out, that to me just is like a wow. The wow factor, I guess, for me, bro.
And what about you, the third one? You got the final
Third
one.
one. I mean, I think that knee bar was super impressive, right?
No, the criteria.
Oh, criteria?
Yeah, so that way we can actually rank.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What do we have as first 2? It's who they're going against.
He's like
Technicality, entertainment, and then the third one, what would be for you? Against who or what?
I think it's against 2. If you're fighting a striker, it doesn't mean
so
as
the
much.
technicality of the submission, right?
Yeah.
The one that looks the best, like you're like, wow. And then also taking consideration
It's got to
who
be
it
the
was against.
matchup. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
So if we're going just based off the first one, I think it would be the knee bar. The knee bar in MMA is so hard to pull just because of the fact that, bro, jiu-jitsu doesn't work if I stand up. If I stand up, you're fucked. As simple as that. And that knee was clean.
Yeah.
That was clean.
Super
you
clean.
can see him hurting. He just set it up and he didn't have to even hit pin
The
to
crank
finish it.
wasn't-
It was so tight that it hurt him.
Yeah.
He wasn't even trying. If we're talking about entertainment, that goes to Landeros.
Yeah.
Like what
Absolutely.
like that
Yeah.
fight of the night, for me at least, fight of the night, game opponent, and then it was really back and forth, and he pulled it off. One of the hardest submissions to get, full guard gillies. Like I never gotten one like that. It's really hard to pull off.
Yeah.
And then Smitty, I think Smitty too. He got an RNC, and that's like your bread and butter if you're a jiu-jitsu.
He was dominating him for a while in that fight. Yeah, but also
But you gotta give credit. It was Smitty's debut as well.
I was gonna say it's his debut fight. It's risky to call your shot like that, and if it doesn't fall through, you're gonna look some type of way. So it's kind of awesome that he was able to call a shot, and maybe that's why he has all those followers, right?
Smitty's a showman, though, bro.
Yeah, that's why
he
he's
is
got those
definitely a
followers, yeah.
showman.
I love working with Smitty.
He was blowing me up on Sunday, bro, because at the end of the day, his was one of the fights that was not on the pay-per-view. He's like, hey, bro, I really promoted this thing. My people,
brutal,
need to see it. They're going to think I'm a fraud or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So we got to work real quick. We were able to get that shit posted on YouTube. But he is definitely about the social and, being a man of his word. So
Definitely.
But if I had to say a submission of the night for me,
Knee bar.
knee bar.
I was leaning towards that too.
I think I was leaning towards that also.
That was that, and then the way it was so clean, fast, and then it hurt him.
Yeah, you could see that.
You get these people.
And listen, you don't see a knee bar every weekend. Like you see a rear naked choke all the time. You see people jump for gillies. People are getting gillies less and less, but it's still way more common than a knee bar. You just don't see knee bars that often.
So there's that entertainment factor we're talking about. It's like, wow, you don't see that.
but the wow factor goes to Landeros.
Yeah. 100%. That's fight of the night. I already said it. Like entertainment factor, you should go like
You know, it's
No
really
doubt.
a cool thing that we have to have this discussion.
Yeah.
You're right. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there are 3 awesome submissions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just watch his highlights real quick.
Bro, my heart was. I was
Smitty's
heartbroken.
kicks. I mean, some dexterity there with those kicks, question mark kicks. All
Well, listen, after the fact, when he announced that he was training with
Johnny Too Nice.
Johnny Too
Yeah,
Nice, it makes sense. I miss Johnny Too Nice.
Me too.
He is one of the most talented dudes out there, man.
Yeah, he's one of he's. I wonder if he's gonna fight again, but he's really one of the most talented guys.
I didn't want to see this fight because I get along with Smitty too. We got some from the grappling community.
Oh, okay.
But also, I train with Daryl. Daryl, bro,
I love Daryl.
Is a lovable person.
He's like the sweetest guy.
Yeah.
And they're so nice.
But again, I mean, Smitty is a decorated jiu-jitsu guy, right? He's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Do you know what belt he is? Is he a purple belt?
I
What?
think he's a purple belt.
Yeah.
I don't like. I really don't pay attention to the belts. So no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I've been running through black belts.
I mean, the way he like was punching
Yeah.
to sneaking that fucking rear naked was also really nice.
Yeah. But I'm a big fan of Daryl Westfalls. Again, another guy that doesn't shy away from challenges.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he'll pretty much fight anybody.
I was
If it's a
heartbroken,
fairly
bro.
fair matchup, he'll fight you.
I was just heartbroken. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But it's one of those shit like I really didn't like. I felt uncomfortable watching that fight because, like I told you, I get like I know Smitty and then I know Daryl, so it's like fuck.
Yeah.
But
It's a game.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
you know, us, we have to watch
Yeah.
fights. One guy has to lose, one guy has to win, and you like them both. What can you do? All right. Well, let's get through that.
Well, what's next for Smitty, Ryan? Any ideas?
were they?
Does he wanna fight again
35 or
soon, or-
25?
I think he said he wanted.
35.
He said in his post-fight interview he wanted again December. He wants to fight December, but I don't think we're having an event December, so maybe January.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Nothing too like. There's no real plan for him. Yeah, you gotta get a couple fights under the belt and see how everything plays out.
Yeah.
But listen, he definitely calls his shot. He has that entertainment factor to him, so he could have a promising career if he you know stays active and wants to compete.
No.
Yeah. So, all right, let's just go through. I think we have 3 more fights left, but this one will be kind of quick to talk about. George Sahaki versus Benji Gomez. George Sahaki finishes the fight in the first round. I honestly didn't really get to watch that fight live. Forgot what I was doing. I was doing
Yeah, me
something.
neither, yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I was running around too.
First
but
week on the job, he's not watching the fights, man.
I was doing my
Come
job,
on,
man.
I've been doing this for 3
I was-
years.
I was
I've been
following-
doing
I was
I've been
following
doing
the
this for
rules,
3
man.
years.
Give him a verbal reprimand, Ryan. Let's see the
Better
highlight.
not happen again. Kidding. All right.
They're
this one.
huge for 35. What the fuck?
Yeah, Jorah's a big 35er. Camera guy did not catch the takedown, but it's okay. Yeah, so that was pretty much the fight
Mixing
right
in
here.
those elbows.
Bro, that's the only reason I would like to go pro.
Hmm.
As soon as I get someone on the
Elbows.
ground.
Elbows. That's better for
On
your
the
frame
clinch.
because you're already shorted. Like you're
Yeah.
closer.
But I can reach them elbows really.
Yeah.
What?
Ooh, that was a clean right hand.
Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hype around Jorah. I want to see him take a step up in competition.
Yep.
But you have people on the podcast saying he could beat Anthony Romero and that and this, and I'm not confirming nor denying or any of that, but I would just love to see him get one more fight and then, challenge those really, really tough guys. See if he's, because I do think he has UFC potential. Like, I think he could definitely get there.
Yeah, but everyone is good when they're winning too, right? So seeing Jorah challenged is going to be the key. All his fights, I don't think anybody's really challenged him. So I think once he gets challenged, you're really going to see that.
Yeah.
And when you fight a guy like Anthony Romero, you're going to be challenged. Nobody
challenge is
has
understatement.
ever, right. No, you're right. But nobody's ever walked through the bully. Nobody's ever going to walk through the bully. So that would be a real test.
Yeah.
This is my first time watching George, but for me that was just
You call him George.
how's
It's
it?
Jorah.
Joro?
Jorah.
Love
Jorah.
Jorah.
There you go.
I heard George. I was like,
Run with it.
yeah, my bad.
You
Dog.
can call him George. I mean, he might
has
get offended.
problems. But yeah, it looked a dominating match. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing else to it. It was just one
Yeah.
sided. It's like one of those matches. Is like
Hard to say much about it.
like let the match speak by itself. He just molly whooped this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think he's been on the tear, and I think it's just time to set up in competition and try to reach that next level.
He's
you know?
5-0 now?
Yeah.
5-0?
Yeah, he's
4-0 or 5-0, yeah.
4 or 5, yeah. Super
So,
talented guy.
I think then you should just send him to the test. I think he's ready. Like numbers don't lie. Like
Yeah.
that
I would
could
love to
be.
see it. We'll see what George, our pro matchmaker, has in store.
Whose name is George.
George. Yeah, I
George
know.
is George.
All right, next fight. Actually, this was a pretty good fight, close back and forth. Camel Gregorian versus Manny Castaneda.
Great fight.
Great fight.
Great fight. Two rising stars, but they look like fucking pros, to be honest.
I love the respect between them. You could tell they care. I think there was a low blow or something, and they're always tapping hands. They're always giving each other the respect, and I love to see that.
Let's get into the highlights real quick. Nice high kick.
Oh, they look huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 45 right here.
They said Manny used to be a running
They
back.
both got good striking, both got good grappling. Like, it just looks like a pro level fight.
They both looked great.
Absolutely.
Really
Very
happy
competitive fight.
I'm happy with the matchmaking on this card, to be honest. Not because it was me, but just like
How did this one come together?
This fight?
Yeah.
I offered one of them the other guy's name, and they said yes. And then I offered it to the other side.
Okay, Ryan.
Just kidding.
Fucking smart ass.
No, there was nothing like it. It's just
No, but again, two very talented guys agreeing to fight each other. I think it's great.
It was a great fight.
I love when guys are willing to fight guys that they know it's gonna be a tough fight.
And then going back to the technical aspect, it was remember how I tell you it's really hard to fight someone with your same body type. They got the same body type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like pretty much even on their.
Totally. Yeah. It was like
yeah.
there were so many exchanges in there where they were just barely missing. It was just like waiting for a shot to. I think Camo hit that first big like overhand.
I think
we're in that first round.
Manny was shooting for a takedown. He like hit a right hand at the
Yeah.
same time, and it hit him good.
Yeah. It's just like a general take if you notice, you know, like not always, but most of the time when you got the same body frame, same body type, it's gonna be a good match because they got like similar styles.
Yeah, and you're used to at least you're used to doing these motions and things yourself, so you're seeing it like in the mirror type of thing, you know?
Like how do I
Well,
can
so
you
what?
adapt to?
Yeah, what's next for Camel? He's now 4-0.
Is he 4-0 or 3-0?
Yeah, no, now he's 4-0.
Oh, you're right. He's 4-0. Well,
And then and you go back, you kind of look at records. So now Manny's like 1-2. You know, another guy whose record does not match his
Doesn't do
skill
it
level.
justice, yeah.
Yeah. So when we all talk about records and this and that, it's just I just don't.
Well, I was actually just looking like to see who's gonna fight on the Contender Series today. Just I don't know the guys, but like if I'm gonna watch it, it's like looking a little background, like see kind of what they are. There's a couple guys on there with losing amateur records, but they're 6-0 as pro, 7-0 as pro. So amateurs, like you're supposed to get into the like. I think for you haven't lost yet, but you only trained 4 months MMA before you really jumped in there. You could have easily lost a fight or two, or like.
I will never lose, bro.
I know. Not
Careful what you say,
But
Ryan.
a lot of people want to get into this career. Maybe some don't start that young and like they hop in. Maybe they take a loss or two, but they still look good or whatever. But like you said, you just got to be all in through the whole process and the journey because you could turn things around and flip things around. So I don't think people need to look at the amateur records and like everyone was shitting on Isaac Enriquez when we had the whole Edgar thing, and it's just like, dude, he just had a great performance. Now he's going pro. It's all good. It's all experience.
Yep.
Now again, if you're not putting in all the work and you're losing and you're
You
cutting
should make
corners,
that happen. Now, Edgar said he's going pro. I said he's going pro. Make it happen. Pro match of you.
Is Edgar really gonna go pro? Was that?
I mean,
Truly,
I'm
to be
based
honest.
off what he's posting. Like he said he's going pro, so like
Yeah.
I believe him. He said that, so he means it.
Yeah. Got to figure that out. Whatever.
I should probably know. I don't know.
You don't know. I don't know if Edgar knows. Like, we got to find out.
But regardless, that's a great match. That's a
Yeah.
great match. That's something I would.
I'm really bummed we didn't get to see that fight.
I tried.
Yeah,
I
you
tried
can,
hard.
hey, you can make it happen. I tell you, I already called it.
No,
pro card
Ryan,
DVD.
we thought we had that made. Ryan had them face off. It was a done deal. And then, Isaac decided to turn pro. It was pretty much a
Hey,
done
you can
deal.
make it happen in pro.
We'll see what we could do.
Well, do you think Edgar's ready to go pro? You think that's a move Edgar should make right now?
That's really personal. That's a really personal take. But if you say he's ready, I believe him. He's young, he's good, and he got the talent. And then I see him training too, so he can make it happen.
4-0 now?
3-0.
3-0. See, I want to
Isn't
see.
that 4-0?
He had like one smoker fight. I don't count.
Oh,
I don't count
okay.
the smokers as a professional organization.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Why you say that?
I think guys should have like about 6 to 8 fights in the Rising Stars before they go pro, in my opinion. But who am I? I'm a fan.
Yeah, like it's really hard to take, but also you're the fighter. You're the one who's stepping in. You're the one who put in the
Yep.
training. If you say something, you can back it up. So,
Facts.
Okay. Therefore, I will not give my input anymore. Okay, last fight that we're going to talk about, Rafael Kityan versus Mark Reels. Again, we talked a little earlier, but Edgar wasn't happy with your take on the fight or whatever you want to
Listen,
call
all
it.
I was saying on the podcast is Mark Reels seemed dialed in. I thought he was going to surprise people. He had an extensive, striking pedigree, but Rafael just dominated that fight.
Yeah. It was quick. I mean, listen, we all knew that
I was never saying that Rafael was going to lose that fight.
I know
what I'm saying,
because
but Edgar wants to twist it that way.
I deal with it with the fighters too. If I say, "Oh, it's gonna be a close fight," or I could see this.
Oh, you think I'm going to lose?
So yeah. But no, Rafael. Listen, I mean, he looks like a veteran fighting out there. Though, to be honest, he knew his game plan. He executed to a T. And again, I do think our next fight, when we talk about Mark Grill's next fight, we'll say he's gonna surprise us. We're expecting a lot of him.
Yeah.
Tonight wasn't his night; it was Rafael's, and Rafael's now knocking on the door for also a title shot and has improved to a 3-0 record, undefeated. So we'll just run the quick highlight. But it's a pretty simple fight. Rafael just imposed his wrestling and got the finish.
Some great passes.
It was just one-sided, respectfully.
No, respectfully, it was.
Yeah, but I think Mark actually admitted that also. You know what I mean? I think in his after-fight post, he felt that it was one-sided and he needs to go back to the lab and get some work in.
I mean, these guys are just
But like if you guys at KD didn't cross-train, you versus Rafael would be a sick fight too, I think.
We got this same style.
Yeah, like the grappling with the good striking and the overhands and everything. Yeah.
We got the same style. That's why I love Rafa.
Yeah. You guys trained, like, have you guys went rounds together and everything?
We already trained together.
Yeah.
And Rafa's Rafa, he's just a quiet kid, but he's always
such a nice kid.
I love people like that where it's like,
Edgar's in my face talking shit to me about everything, and Ruff just sitting in the back just smiling.
Like, I don't give a shit what you guys say.
I don't care what you're saying. He's hugging me and everything else. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Just a hot take for my strikers. You might get offended, but like, bro, for your grappling, please. Like, make us a favor to make that fighting game better. If you got your grappling, you're gonna make it more difficult for me. So now you're gonna force me to strike, and then now we have a more even match. But if I can just take you on my first strike, like I'm not even trying at this point. But you guys as the UNF matchmaker organizers, you know what I mean. Like I do also care about the entertainment aspect. I want that's what brings the money in, you know.
Yeah,
and that's what make you bring. No, let's say like you don't care about money. You care about followers. That will bring you followers. You made an entertaining match.
It's an entertainment business along with the fight business.
Yeah.
It is.
It is a sport, but it's mainly more than entertainment.
Yeah,
I like paying.
It truly is a mix, man. It really is the entertainment business and the fight game.
And then also, it's just me as a guy who likes to fight. And then if I feel someone and he's stopping my takedown, it just brings me that energy. I was like, now I gotta try. You know, like I'm happy. I'm happy for it, and then I'll go.
Yeah. Well, I feel speaking of entertainment, that's what UNF 28 was all about. I mean, we just went through the whole card. Really wasn't a boring fight. I mean, there were some fights that were quick, maybe some that were dominant, but the whole card, top to bottom, was amazing. Grateful to work with our team, grateful for all the fighters, and grateful that we get to do this. Any last words about UNF 28, boys?
No, I agree. I think you guys killed it, and I think
we killed it. You're here now.
You're now official.
What I was
Only
gonna
put a
say
rock
is,
in the world
now,
you
bro.
guys killed it, and I'm super stoked to be a part of something like this and to help you guys going forward. And
well, we love it because you're an MMA nerd and you really love the game. So I think that your passion, the fighter is going to feed off that. You know what I mean? What? Cap. Cap again. Fuck off.
That wasn't me.
You were giving the look, bro.
I just gave a side eye. I was like,
listen, I just try to give the language of love and give props and give everybody their flowers when they deserve them, Diego.
you guys
Not
deserve
negative.
it, actually. Like, I'm always talking shit. I love talking shit, but you guys are doing an amazing promotion. And then look at the numbers. Like, how many decisions you had that night? 2?
I don't even know.
Like, just 2 out of 17 fights.
Something
That's
like that, yeah.
Is that what it was?
I think it was.
Wow, it was a crazy night. Two athletes transported to the hospital that night too, but they're fine. But yeah, it was a crazy freaking night. Bro.
Yeah, it was an amazing night. Let the night speak by itself.
Yeah.
It was a crazy weekend. I mean, we ran that boxing show on Friday night.
Crazy week.
1:30 in the
The
morning.
last bell rang of that boxing match at 1:20.
Yeah, bro. And then we did Saturday the whole MMA
Till
event.
1 a.m. pretty much.
Well,
Yeah.
I also thought it was great because we had some competitors in town, and I think we just smoked them. When you look at social media, you looked at our show, you look at the highlights. I love that.
I love it too.
I love that.
We'll do an episode one day where we just talk shit to everyone, call them out. But today's not the day, Diego.
You want to be a part of that episode, Diego?
Yeah,
The shit talking
I'm down to
episode?
talk.
Are you team UNF for life?
Yeah, I am. That's why I'm talking shit.
Okay, there we go.
We love you, Diego.
As long as you get me my face.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us today. That was fun, and see you on the next one.